Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
We're living through a monetary crime scene, and your IRA or 401k is a key victim. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. In 1971, gold was $35 an ounce. After the dollar was cut loose from it, inflation soared. And in just 9 years, gold hit $850. People who diversified into precious metals survived and thrived. Today, we're in a worse position because we face inflation and massive debt. Fortunately, gold is still an option. My trusted friends at Birch Gold Group can help you own gold inside your retirement account. Plus, you pay 0 penalties on the transfer. Start now by getting a free info kit on gold. Text the word SECURE to 989898. We're facing the same monetary chaos as the 70s with significantly more debt. Get your free info kit from Birch Gold. Just text SECURE to the number 989898.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
I've got to tell you about Schomp Honda. If you're looking for an SUV that can handle Colorado, check out the new 2026 Honda CR-V. It's comfortable, capable, and perfect for everything from your daily drive to weekend getaways. Right now, Schomp Honda has the largest inventory since before COVID, so you've got more options than ever. And I love this. Schomp Honda does things differently. Their one price, one person, 1 hour philosophy means a fair price up front and way less time at the dealership. They never charge dealer handling fees.
Dan Jacobs with the tale of two cousins. They were both in the same accident. One cousin said she didn't need a lawyer. And when the insurance company offered her $3,000 and said they would pay all of her medical bills, that cousin was very upset because she cashed that check. And when the medical bills kept coming in, the insurance company was long gone. The other cousin called 303 Law 4040. She was offered $30,000. And when we said no way, the judge used scare tactics trying to get her to accept the lowball offer. That's where a lot of lawyers will try and get their clients to cave in, but not us. We said that's fine. We'll tell her story to a jury. Before we could even get up and walk out of the room, that case settled for $1.1 million. That cousin was very happy. The insurance companies work for their shareholders. At 303 Law 4040, we work for you. You don't have to feel guilty about asking for what's fair. We hope you never need us, but accidents do happen, so go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
The playoffs are full of surprises. Underdogs, overtime thrillers, sudden upsets. But when it comes to your facility's electrical systems, you don't want surprises. For over 40 years, Piper Electric has powered complex commercial and industrial projects, from large-scale distribution to fire alarms and preventative maintenance. Their licensed electricians help reduce downtime, control cost, and keep operations running smoothly. Got a project coming up? Don't leave it to chance. Include Piper Electric in your bid process. Visit piperelectric.com.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Off and here on a Tuesday, May 26th, on a day that we are reacting to an epic avalanche of a collapse from our Avs. What up, Phil? Woo!
what's going on? Notice that I had to get a little deeper with that one. I don't feel good right now. And it's not because my body's shutting down or my body's not letting me do my job. It's because of what the Colorado Avalanche are doing to me.
Yeah, that woo normally is a little bit higher
A little
of a
high
pitch.
pitch, right? You got a little lighter voice. Not today. I got a deeper voice. I'm going to talk like Barry today. All right, Z. But, man, I ain't feeling good about the Avs, and I don't think anybody
No,
is.
how
But
can you?
I'm sitting there on my couch just shaking my damn head saying, what in the world is going on?
Crazy.
The team that won the President's Trophy, the team that has been dominant all year long, honestly, even dominating these series. All right, the Wild was a tougher series, but they still gentlemen swept the Wild. And you're looking up at a Colorado Avalanche team that may get swept tonight. What in the world is going on, Z?
Well, it's one of these things where it's almost you hear an old phrase like, who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? You know? And I'm like, my eyes must be deceiving me. My eyes must be deceiving me because this is such a departure from the Avalanche that we got accustomed to over the last 6-7 months. And just to pay off the tease, because I know in our crosstalk there, I said, you want to know what the Colorado Avalanche will have in common with the Denver Nuggets by 10 o'clock tonight if they don't find a way to win a game. And I want to talk about just the dynamics of winning a game. All right, we'll do that here in just a couple minutes. But if the Avs lose the way they did in Game 3, in Game 2, and in Game 1, not only will they have been swept, I said they'll have something in common with the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
You will be an extremely, and I mean extremely, rare instance where a team gets swept that was favored in every single game. It is almost impossible to believe. And we talk over the years about the commonalities between the Avs and the Nuggets, mostly in positive ways.
They mirror each other, man.
It's so often over the last decade. And in this case, if we watch the Denver Nuggets get swept, by the way, as a minus 265 favorite for the series, and you're favored in every single game and get swept, and then a month later, the Avs, a minus 260 favorite for the series, are favored in every game, because somehow they're favored tonight. I can't make heads and tails of it, but if you're favored in every game and get swept in back-to-back months as the Nuggets and Avs, it will be among the rarest sports sequences self-contained within a single market of all time.
Z, somebody isn't living right. Remember what I told you that, like, when I was with the Denver Broncos, we were getting our asses handed to us.
Yep.
And I want to say it was Deshaun Hamilton came into the locker room and said, and he was serious. He said, all you guys that are cheating on your wives, doing the wrong things, you guys need to stop that. You know what? Because we need to start winning games. And you guys are not living right. And that's why we're losing. Well, somebody, if that is true, Deshaun Hamilton, for the Colorado Avalanche, somebody is not living right. And even if you want to talk about the Denver Nuggets, somebody wasn't living right with them either. And they got their asses handed to them. And now they're at home or in Cancun watching the Avs get ready to go to Cancun with them. Z, this is embarrassing.
It is.
It's frustrating. I don't understand what's really going on. Well, I do. One team is playing aggressive. One team is playing together. One team is not having the lapses defensively, and the other team is. That's simple as that. When I'm watching the games, all right, the Vegas Golden Knights, they're playing really good defense. And what do I always say? Defense wins championships. Basketball, hockey, football, you got to have a really good defense. Colorado Avalanche are not playing good defense, and their top six is not performing like they need to be performing if you want to win a championship right now, Z.
Well, this is historic. I mean, this is a historic collapse. This is a Vegas team that won 39 games in regulation. They play 82. They're not supposed to be here. The Avs, 45-0 this season when leading after 2 periods. 45-0. And now it's 45-1-0. It's crazy. The Golden Knights became the first team to win games 1 and 2 of the Western Conference Final on the road since the Kings back in 2012. McKinnon, Nelson, Leckie, Val, that combination of 4 players combined for 3 shots on goal in 5-on-5 on Friday night.
What are we doing?
In Game 2. The Avs had 3 total high-danger chances in 5-on-5 in Game 2 on Friday night. Then you move to Game 3. Like, are you kidding me? You blow a 3-goal lead? Teams
This is why it's historic. Teams were 16 wins and 278 losses all time when trailing in a playoff game by 3 goals or more by the end of the first period. And now that's 17 and 278. I mean, this is nuts. Before Game 3 in Vegas, the Avs were 74-1 in franchise playoff history when they had a 3-goal lead. The Knights did not win a single game this entire season when they were down 3 goals. The Avs did not lose a single game this season when they were ahead by 2 goals, let alone 3. I mean, the energies that are coming together, the stats that I just listed over the last 60 seconds should bother us. You should need an aspirin. They are mind-blowing.
Z, I'm looking at Game 3 alone. I'm like, okay, they're ready to play. The depth scoring. Right? It was like, hey, it's not even Netjes. It's not even 29. It's not none of those guys yet. It was the depth scoring. It was Kadri. It was Drury. Right? It's those guys. I was like, sure enough, like at some point, the top 6 is going to get going. We're going to just dominate this game. And that did not happen. And now look at them. What can they do? We've been sitting here saying it all along. Hey, your back's against the wall. Game 1, home ice. You let that slip away. Your back's against the wall. You lose again at home. Your back's against the wall. You go to their home, and I'm like, hey, go take that from them.
This is when they show themselves, right?
Go take a game back. You don't do that. Now you're looking at yourself saying, what are we going to do? Because if we don't show up tonight, it is all over. The hopes, the dreams of you holding up that cup, of the fan base, having another parade. Z, that's all I could think about. And maybe I'm being selfish, but I really wanted a parade with you this year.
Yeah.
I wanted to experience it with you. You talked about it so much of how it is with the Nuggets and the Avs, and I couldn't wait for it. And I knew this was going to be the year.
Me too.
But right now, Z, it's not looking like it's coming.
No, and they're not close to it. And I remember I was hearing Sean Payton, the head coach for the Broncos, in my ears when I would be talking to you about the 2022 Cup run. And I bring up Sean Payton because Sean Payton, last couple of years, maybe 2 years ago, he mentioned it. He said, when you win the trophy, it's 1,000 times better than you ever think it can be. He goes, but the next emotion, once you move on from it, you just want other people to experience it too.
Yes.
You want other people along the ride that haven't experienced it, and you say, see? And that's, I heard myself, or I heard Sean in, my ears ringing when I would tell you, and this would be off the air too. Like, we'd be talking off the air, like, Phil, it's magical.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing that I've ever experienced. And the pictures, they hang in our living room. They hang in our living room and have for years. Me holding my boy. Like, with this Stanley Cup shirt, it's so special. And the fact that our hopes were so high, not only were they so high, I think they were higher right now than they were in 2022. Best team in the league, President's Trophy winner, 8-1.
They have a goalie now, not just one, but they have 2 goalies.
Deeper than 22, maybe the deepest Avs team of all time. Like, lacked for nothing, show me the weakness conversations. Could they be in the conversation with, Gretzky's Oilers amongst the greatest single cup runs in the history of a singular postseason? And to be down 3-0, guys, they're getting doubled up in goals. Go add up the scores. They're not close.
They call that getting bodied, Z. They're getting bodied out there.
I mean, goodness gracious. And a stat I would look to, like block shots. Vegas has over 60 block shots in this series. Avs have 42. And it's just like that right there is a microcosm of the toughness, of the grit, of the sandpaper nature that Vegas has in spades, and the Avalanche feels like right now, I can't believe it's true, but it feels like the Avs have none of it, Phil. None of it.
One sticking to their identity, and the other one, who should have an identity, doesn't know who they are right now. One plays really good defense, like I said earlier, and the other one's trying to figure out how to play defense. Make that make sense, Z. Make that make sense.
Dude, I picked the Avs in 5. They have 6 goals. I picked them in 5. They have 6 goals in the series. This is the number 1 scoring offense in the league. Number 1 scoring defense in the league. And you're getting doubled up, and you're down 3-0. And your backs are against the wall, and you're facing not just elimination, but you're facing historical embarrassment.
And let's not forget, all right, when it comes to the Colorado Avalanche, they've been great 5-on-5. They've been great 5-on-5. Well, not this series.
No.
Not this series.
No.
Man.
Okay, so, technically, the series isn't over yet. What does NHL history tell us about teams in the Avs' exact position What is our confidence level that the Avs can win this game tonight? And I'll morbidly ask the question, do you want them to win tonight? And we'll get into the layers of why there could be an alternate answer to that question coming up next.
It's the ultimate showdown for a great cause.
Setting up the ultimate gold medal showdown.
On June 11th, Brandon Stokely goes head-to-head with Zach By in 100 Holes for Kids. 100 holes of golf. It's a one-day event all to raise money for Recruiting Classroom, whose mission it is to help kids play sports. Who will raise the most? That's where you come in. Pick your player, make your donation, and help kids win. To support Brandon Stokely, head to StokelyCares.com. To support Zach By, head to ZachCares.com.
What's up, everybody? Cecil Lammy here for my friends Soda Diet and Nutrition.com. Listen, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds with soda, and I'm never going back. Haven't gained the weight back. Why? Because with soda, I learned how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. And it's so fantastic to do weight loss the right way. There's no mystery pills. I'm not giving myself a shot, and there's no mystery chemicals that I'm putting into my body. This is knowing real food will bring you real results. And speaking of real, Soda got me a real nutritionist, a personalized nutritionist that would work with me one-on-one via text when I had questions, concerned, and just sometimes straight up needed encouragement. Your weight loss journey, you've got a friend, you've got help, and that is Soda. They can be there for you just like they were there for me. I look and feel 10 years younger. I got my confidence back, and right now you can join Soda and your partner joins for free. That's 2 people. Real accountability for the price of 1. Soda changed my life, and I thank them so much. SodaDietNutrition.com. Call them up 866-800-SODA because soda is state of the art.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here, and if you're over 50, there's a good chance you're dealing with an enlarged prostate. Waking up at night, weak stream, all of it. Here's the good news. PAE, prostate artery embolization, is minimally invasive, done through a tiny pinhole, and you're home the same day. Most men who have PAE don't experience any sexual side effects associated with conventional prostate surgery. At Colorado Advanced Endovascular, their experienced team offers specialized prostate treatment with near zero impact on sexual function. Lakewood location, personalized care. Visit coloradoae.com.
Hey, it's Glenn.
And Tiffany.
Here with Denver Roof Pros. Denver Roof Pros is celebrating our 10th anniversary, serving the Front Range from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs.
Yes, we are. And there is so much more to Denver Roof Pros. We're not just roofs and gutters. Check out our family of services at DenverRoofPros.com.
No matter if it hails, rains, or snows, nobody knows your roof like the Denver Roof Pros. Hey!
Brandon Stokely here from my friends at Roller Auction. Do you have items you're looking to sell? Since 1976, Roller Auction has been conducting commercial and industrial auctions for Colorado government agencies, Fortune 500 companies, small business owners, secured creditors, individuals, and more. They have a large marketplace to showcase your assets, so don't wait. Visit rollerauction.com for a free consultation and turn those items into some cold, hard cash. Again, go visit them at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
Cheyenne Frontier Days. The 130th Frontier Nights lineup is locked and legendary. Starting with Treaty Oak Revival and Jesse Murph. Alex Warren with Noah Cyrus. The Red Clay Strays with Wyatt Flores. Riley Green and Trace Atkins. Blake Shelton with Avery Anna. Hardy and Cameron Whitcomb. And Zach Top with Jody Messina. 10 days, one legend. Frontier Nights tickets on sale now at cfdrodeo.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. General contractors, are you tired of working with 8 different subs for a single project? Homestrong is the answer. Their crews handle excavation, foundations, waterproofing, crawl spaces, and flat work. Visit buildhomestrong.com. You'll never go wrong with Homestrong.
I'm Rob Wilhite, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been fighting for seriously injured car accident victims in Colorado. Serious accidents demand serious representation. We dig into every detail of your case, and we don't back down until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you or someone you love has been seriously injured in a car accident, call the Wilhite Law Firm today at 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com.
If you're feeling exhausted with no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. Book a free testosterone test at Low T Center and see if you qualify for TRT, customized to you. Choose self-pay or insurance, and even have your treatment shipped to your door. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com to book your TRT appointment today.
Woodley's Fine Furniture, specializing in custom upholstery, solid wood, and the most comfortable leather furniture imaginable. You will not find better built furniture than at Woodley's. Visit woodleys.com today.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, so the series is technically not over. All right, and when we talk about, hey, you know, what's a must-win, what's not a must-win, is it a, for all intents and purposes, must-win, or is it a literal must-win? Yeah, this is a literal must-win. The phrase must-win is for situations like tonight. If you don't win, your season's over.
It's not over until it's over. And if you don't win tonight, it's going to be over.
Good God,
this
man.
is a must-win.
It's the definition of it. So you guys have heard this today. 4 teams in NHL history have come back from being down 0-3. Okay, it happened in 1942, I believe it was. So you got to go back to World War II. The Toronto Maple Leafs came back from a 3-game deficit over the Red Wings in the Stanley Cup, believe it or not. Imagine getting that paper the next day. Like Hitler's invading Poland. Then you get to the sports section. It's like Toronto comes back on Detroit.
With some good news, Toronto.
Man, so it happened again in 1975. The New York Islanders came back down 0-3 against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right.
It happened for the Philadelphia Flyers against the Boston Bruins. Now, this is more modern times. This was back in 2010.
All right, so I was born during this time.
Yes, you were.
All right.
As was I for this one. So Flyers came back over Boston down 0-3, and then the most recent time it happened, it was 4 years after that, back in 2014, where the Los Angeles Kings were down 0-3 to San Jose and came back and won that series. So it's not like it's never been done. It has been done.
It could happen.
All right, it could happen. There is a precedent. There's a precedent here within the last 15 years. So, but here's specifically teams like the Avs who had home ice advantage, who were the higher seed, a team with home ice advantage that's down 0-3 is 1-58 in NHL history. And that's not one of these, they're 1-190. It's not a big number because teams with home ice advantage typically just don't get down 0-3 the way that the Avs are right now. And then the one time that happened was that Kings team who came back over the Sharks. So 1-58 in NHL history, a team with home ice advantage like Colorado is down 0-3. One time we can point to that they were able to come back and win.
Well, I tell you what, somebody out there is going to be sitting on their couch hoping and believing and having faith. As faithful, stand up. And some people are going to sit here and say, this is a wrap, right? Even if you do win this series, do you have enough to beat the Golden Knights and then get ready for the championship, right? The finals.
Yeah.
When you're banged up like the Colorado Avalanche are. Now, I don't want to use that as an excuse because the Colorado Avalanche, they weren't banged up going into this series. Now, they have been Val, that was interesting. I didn't know Val got banged up in that game, Z.
Yeah.
Until I went back and then I'm hearing about it. So you have Nate Dogg that's dealing with the knee injury because the puck hits his knee. You got Val dealing with the injury. Kale's out there, but he's really not really out there because he's hurting.
No.
I don't care what he says. He can go into a microphone and say he feels great. No, he does not.
No.
He doesn't want to be out there. And to be honest with you, Z, the only reason why he is out there is because of his teammates and the pressure his teammates are probably putting on him, and also what Bednar said. When Bednar sat there in front of everybody in a microphone and said, this is on Kale when he wants to return. That puts so much pressure on a man like that to come back, because now they're saying that, hey, everybody's saying if you can play, you can play. Can you play? And now as a player, you have to make that decision. And if you make the wrong decision, we come in here the next day and talk crap about you. So Kale's out there, but he's really not out there because he's hurting really, really bad.
Well, and let me just say this, too, just for the sake of clarity. I know you guys know this, but the Avs had already blown that lead when McKinnon got hurt. We cannot, and you will not hear it from me at all, we cannot sit here and laud this group for being the deepest team, potentially maybe in the history of the team, and even deeper than 2022, and say, well, Kale couldn't go 2 games. Like, I said this at the top of the show. The 2001 Avs won 2 playoff series without one of the 4 or 5 greatest players in the history of this organization and one of the 15 greatest players to ever put on a pair of skates in Peter Forsberg. This team couldn't win 2 games without Cale Makar. So I am not going to be pointing to injuries as a reason why the Avs couldn't get to the finish line of this series, or really even get out of the starting blocks with the starting gun because of injury. That conversation is null and void. You can have it in other circles and other corners of this market. We're not going to have it here.
No.
So it just is what it is. You're getting punked. You're getting punked, just like the Nuggets did.
Now, would you say? Now, I came in here earlier and I was talking to Drew Spivak, and he right here, Drew, and he almost got on my ass. I said the Avalanche are getting dominated. Now, when you look at it stats wise, that's not the case. But what I look at it as is, you're down 3-0.
Yes,
you're losing.
That's the only numbers that matter.
You're getting beat up. You're banged up already. They're playing their style of hockey, and that's slowing the pace down and playing great defense, and yet you still can't find ways to execute. And that, in my eyes, that means you're getting dominated in this series because they're winning it.
Well, I understand there's a level of nuance to have to the conversation, because here are the facts as well, okay? And I'm just passing along numbers. I'm not telling you everything's okay, because it's not okay. The sky's kind of falling here. Okay, so I'm not telling you it's okay. But the reason why someone might point to, through 3 games of the Western Conference Finals, Colorado leads shot attempts 217 to 151. Colorado leads in shots 103 to 76. Colorado leads in scoring chances through 3 games 103 to 70. That's 33 more scoring chances for Colorado. Colorado leads in high danger chances 36 to 29. So shots, shot attempts, scoring chances, high danger chances, it's Avs.
Leading in every category.
But on the scoreboard, they are kicking your ass. And that's and the team who does that goes to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Simple, right?
Simple. That's the team that goes to. But I do understand there is a level of nuance to these conversations depending on how deep you want to go into the weeds, the analytics. You pull up like Corsi and this and that, like they'll tell you. But the thing that matters.
You can't believe in stats all the time. You got to watch the games.
Look, they're getting doubled up in goals.
Yeah.
They
are.
They've yet to have a 1-goal loss in the series. Every loss is a multi-goal loss.
Damn.
Like they're getting dragged. And you can give me the stats, and it's worth mentioning. It really is. I'm not being dismissive. That deserves to be mentioned
because the opportunities are there.
But it's what did I say last week? It was
You know I don't listen to you.
Volume versus value.
I do remember that one.
Volume versus value. Yes. You have a lot of volume. They have a lot of value. This Vegas team has made the Avs pay for every little mistake. Kind of like when you're in a doghouse at home. Your wife's I saw that too. Like everything is getting everything.
You're trying to get out of the doghouse, so every detail matters. Hey, baby, do I need to do the dishes? Oh, let me get the clothes for you. Everything matters when you're in trouble.
Dude, it's incredibly disheartening. Where is your level of faith heading into Game 4?
Z, I'm gonna tell you, man. And usually, I'm pretty optimistic about things.
Just for the game, not for the series.
Okay,
just for the game.
For this game alone, I don't feel good. Like I'm nervous. I feel like this is a wraps. I feel like it's over for the Colorado Avalanche. One, and I don't want to bring this up again, but they are banged up. All right, Kale is banged up. 2-9 is banged up. Val is banged up. And you're going into this game hurting. But that's no excuse. I can't sit here and say confidently that I can see the Avs winning and beating the Golden Knights tonight because they haven't done anything right the full 60 minutes.
No, they have not put 2 periods together.
And I can't sit here and say confidently that they're going to play good defense tonight. They haven't. The miscommunication, not being in their zones, in their spots. All right, not feeling the pressure and playing desperate. They're playing bad, horrible defense in front of Wedgwood. And then, Z, I'm going to say this because there was a lot of people that were upset with me Friday after I got on Wedgie a little bit and said, come on, Wedgwood, you got to do better than this. And it's like, this is not Wedgwood's
Stop
fault.
it. Guys, he's been the worst goaltender in the conference finals of the 4 of them. It's not even close.
Thank you.
Is he at the top of the list of things wrong? No, but he's not near the top of the list. Why things going right either. Like unequivocally, he's been the worst goaltender of the 4 in the conference finals. Full stop. It's not a debate.
It's over, Z, in my head. I don't see the Colorado Avalanche winning tonight. I just don't. They don't play good defense. All right, their top 6 hasn't been good. Netjes, he gets an assist, but we need goals. Nate Dogg, is he going to show up? He's kind of been not there, not available in this series. All right, Lecky, where the hell where's he been?
No points, just 5 shots on goal in the series for Lehkonen.
I don't have confidence in this team tonight.
At the top of the hour, I'm going through these guys one at a time. One at a time.
Damn.
Because they are collectively coming up small in a way like the shrinkage is real, and they weren't in the pool. All right, we'll get to that at the top of the hour. 1 week from today, the Broncos will be back on the field. But I have a question about what they'll actually be accomplishing this time next week. That's next.
The season's hanging by a thread. The Avalanche blew a 3-0 lead in Vegas, dropped Game 3 in heartbreaking fashion, and now trailed the series 3-0. To make matters worse, Nathan MacKinnon left with an injury, leaving Colorado searching for answers and facing elimination. Can the Avs pull off the impossible, or is this the beginning of the end? Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
What's going on, everybody? Dang. Bad joints. Well, if you have bad joints like me and it's holding you back, hear me out. Then you need to go see my friends at Regen RX in Denver. Guys, they're on another level. And they don't just do guesswork. They build a real plan for you. Maybe you need Wharton's jelly, like myself, to support the joints. Maybe it's the shockwave therapy they have that can get the blood flow back going again. They even sit you down and give you a 6-month booster to keep your results feeling elite. And the best part about going to Regen RX in Denver is their consultation is completely free. No risk. So if you're dealing with degenerative joints or long-term pain, see if their stem cell therapy is the right move for you. It's about quality of life, staying explosive, staying active, and staying present for your family. Give my friends at Regen RX a call today at 303-630-9770, or you can visit them online at regenrx.co. Again, that's regenrx.co, and let them know that Phillip Lindsay sent you.
They'll tell you marketing is complicated, that you need a dozen platforms, 100 dashboards, and a prayer. Forget that. Your customers are right here, listening to this station. Heck, you are right now. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest games. Tomorrow, they're locked into the most talked about podcasts on the planet. We put you in all of it. Radio, streaming, TV, audio, one team, clear data, real results. We've been growing businesses like yours for years. Visit DenverSports.com and click the Advertise with Us button. That's DenverSports.com. Let's get to work.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 calls for kids. KARS calls for kids. 1-877 calls
carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it sounds nice to be in nature while exercising, but that's what a gym and houseplants are for. I mean, you don't even like walking upstairs. So why would you walk up a hill for miles? To what, end up high in the air? Come on, you know you're scared of heights. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lemmy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Appreciate you guys being here with us. A lot of venting there. The first 3 segments of the show. I mean, we're frustrated, and I'm not here to hide it today. I'm losing it.
Quiet no more. I will not be quiet anymore. I'm frustrated, Z.
Yeah, it's maddening, to be honest. And I want to get back to it at the top of the hour. And is Jared Bednar coaching his last game in Colorado tonight? Put a pin in that. We'll get to it at the top of the hour. I also want to go through guy by guy and look at the collective shrinkage from these Colorado Avs. But before we do that, it'll be 1 week from today. 1 week from today, the Broncos will be back out on the field. Not like doing conditioning. They're going to be doing some football stuff. OTAs 7 days away. My question is, and I'll lean on you for this. You were in that league for half a decade.
Lean on me.
How much can you actually get done in OTAs offensively if your quarterback's not available?
Izzy, you can still get a lot done. All right, you're not going up against another opponent for a very long time. So everything is technical. It's about technique. You don't need Bo Nix back there for your cadence as of right now. For you, you're focusing on yourself. Me, myself, and I. How can I get better so that when Bo Nix is available and he is coming back, that I'm the best version of myself for him, making it easier for him to make these reads. So right now you're focusing on your technique, yourself, getting polished. Then you're going to go into off season where you got about a month and a half to just really hone in on everything that you've been working on, get in shape, and then you come back for camp, you hit the ground running, and hopefully by that time, Bo Nix is available. Now, I will say this. Although Bo Nix is not going to be taking the reps, he's going to be in all the meetings.
Oh, of course.
You know, he's going to be talking to his players, his teammates. All right, for Stiddy, this is a good opportunity for him to get his reps in. We know last year he was just sitting there with some popcorn in his hands, eating it, watching Bo Nix go to work, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, Stidham, we need you. Stidham, we need you to go out there and do your part. And obviously he wasn't ready to go because he's been sitting there for months watching Bo Nix. So now he needs to take these reps serious. He needs to get acclimated with Davis Webb calling plays, and you go from there, Z. So long-winded, answer for me is you can get a lot out of OTAs. This is the time for you to work on yourself.
Well, that goes for Davis Webb as well. I mean, this is going to be his first go-around calling plays, and how many? What does that actually look like in OTA practice? I'm not sure for Davis specifically. Did you see Beach Bo?
I did, getting tan on, just like me, right?
What was he? Was it Cabo?
I think so.
Cabo?
Yeah, he likes it, and I'm surprised. Was he with Stidham?
Yeah, it was with Stidham and Sam Ellinger.
So obviously, it's a quarterback thing that they do every single year, right?
With the wives too.
With the wives, where they get out there, have a couple drinks, get their tan on, team bonding, and they're really close. That quarterback room. I'm surprised Davis Webb wasn't out there with them.
Right. Well, now you're like you go from. And I know he wasn't there in the past, but like you go from being positional coach, that is maybe a guy that could be on vacation with you. Like that's your guy, that's your buddy. Now you step up in an OC role. Well, Sean said now Bo's gonna. God, what did he say about?
He took a shot at Davis Webb and Bo. In the
yeah,
sense of
he
like
said
security blanket, safety blanket, something like that.
No, his warm and fuzzy.
Warm and fuzzy, yes.
Yes.
I think of a blanket when you're warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, cause who's the new quarterback coach? Kilgore, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, so yeah, now he'll be his new warm and fuzzy. Will Dobbins be out there running around next week?
Most definitely, Z. If Dobbins was going to play, and he told us that he was going to play if it came down to the Super Bowl, he was going to be in the mix. If that is the case, then he's going to be ready to go during OTAs, off-season workouts, hit the ground running just like everybody else, getting stronger, bigger, faster. Although as you age, you don't get stronger, bigger, faster. You hope to stay the same. And so, yeah, Z, he's going to be out there. He's going to be out there. He understands that this is a big year for him. If he wants to make all $20 million, he's going to have to be available.
No doubt. So 1 week today, OTA start for the Denver Broncos. I'm confident Dobbins will be out there running around as well. Good for Stidham. Just, obviously the lack of reps really hurt him in the AFC Championship game. Not that what you do in OTAs is going to propel you to something 7 months later, but it's just unfortunate. And I'm seeing on the RamosLaw.com text line, why is Bo unavailable? My man.
Where have you been?
That's what I was going to say. Throw your name on it. I guess in this case, maybe you don't want your name out there. But, unless you're living under a rock, Bo Nix is going to miss the offseason, guys.
Healing.
That's just the way it's going to go. That secondary cleanup, quote-unquote cleanup, in his ankle, he's not going to be out there. Is it a deal breaker? No. But do I think it's a big deal? I do.
That's a huge deal, Z. You want your starting quarterback out there calling plays. All right, someone like Jalen Waddle, we have to remember, he's new to the mix. So he needs to get on the same page as Bo Nix, just like with Davis Webb and Jalen Waddle. So you want your quarterback out there so that you can iron out things before you go into having your break, and then you come back for summer ready to go. And this is when summer comes rolling around, camp starts. Me and you were out there, Z.
Yep.
And we're critiquing everything. And if you're not ready to go, we're going to say, well, they're rusty. They're rusty. Bo Nix is overthrown Jalen Waddle, which is very hard to do when you have Waddle speed. So it's going to be interesting to see what Bo Nix looks like coming back. On top of that, Z, going back at when I was a rookie, OTAs helped me out because I was able to go against some second-team players, and I was on the fourth team, sometimes third.
Sure.
And I was able to showcase my catching ability, my route running ability, because you're trying new things during OTA, trying to see if things stick. And so I would be out there even – I got my first rep with the ones in OTAs going up against Brandon Marshall, right? So it's like things like that that can help you and catapult you into having more a say in things or more opportunities throughout a season to get those. Because if a coach sees you breaking somebody down, catching a big time touchdown in OTAs, they're going to give you an opportunity during camp, opportunity during preseason, and if you do enough, you make the team.
On the YouTube chat presented by Sean Pano, you can also hit us up on the RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Are we sure J.K. Dobbins didn't have a surprise scheduled, unscheduled surgery? I appreciate that sarcasm there. No. J.K. wasn't doing so good. They were like, let's do another surgery. that didn't happen to J.K.
He needs another one, guys.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Are we hours away from watching Jared Bednar coach his last game in Colorado? We'll have that conversation and hear from Bednar from earlier today coming up next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. On behalf of my friends at American Financing, are you living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel? If you're a homeowner, there is a way out. Everything is more expensive right now. Groceries, gas, the things you buy on a regular basis, and it all adds up. American Financing is helping people just like you every single day. They're not going to judge you. They're here to help you. Their salary-based mortgage consultants will look at your entire financial picture, not just your credit card debt. The average customer saves $800 a month, and you may even delay 2 mortgage payments. Plus, there are no upfront fees, guys, and there is never an obligation. So stop financing your past and start funding your future. Pick up the phone and call American Financing at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
I'm Rob Wilhite. For almost 50 years, Colorado has trusted the Wilhite Law Firm after serious car accidents. With over $1 billion recovered, we know how to win for our community. Injured? Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's WilhiteWins.com.
She walked miles with her granddaughters every day at Disney with 0 knee pain, but she couldn't have done that months ago. This all started with a visit to QC Kinetics.
We have spent the last 4 days going from park to park, walking all day long, no pain. I feel fantastic.
Here's what baffles people when they hear Kathy's story.
The doctor said, you need 2 full knee replacements. And I said, that's not going to happen. I went to QC Kinetics, started treatment that day. Within a couple of weeks, I was absolutely pain-free.
It's the kind of story that QC Kinetics hears from patients all the time.
I cannot thank QC Kinetics enough for giving me my life back. I'm active again and loving it. I'm well over a year out. I've had absolutely no pain in either knee.
Before you agree to surgery, listen to this. Think about it.
Tomorrow is Animal Kingdom, so yeah, gotta go.
Kathy's glad she took them up on the free consultation. We have one set aside for you.
Call QC Kinetics, 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986. 303-900-8986.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
What if you had the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years thanks to Xfinity's summer savings event? You don't have to worry about that part of your future. Now through June 15th, get gig Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 years with equipment and unlimited data included. No strings, no commitments, and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected online from threats. Plus, you can even try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions applies, requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account, taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required, speeds vary, use of fiber, coaxial cable.
June hits different at Coors Field. Great matchups all month long, including the Chicago Cubs and Boston Red Sox. And the vibes don't stop there. Score exclusive giveaways, City Connect hat, a first-of-its-kind Dinger bobblehead, a Rockies soccer jersey, and a Hawaiian shirt on Father's Day. Baseball at altitude. It doesn't get better than this. Make your summer count. We're here for the climb. Get your tickets now at Rockies.com/tickets.
Join Will Peterson after every playoff hockey game live from the ice, brought to you by Denver Deck Builders. The Denver sports team breaks down the sights, sounds, and emotions of every goal exclusively online across Denver Sports socials.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Regen RX. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Leading off with a big story of the day, here's The Drive with Zach By and Denver, Colorado's own Phillip Lindsay.
1 hour in the books. Quicker than the Avs getting down 0-3.
Damn! Don't do it to him.
God almighty.
Too early. Too soon.
God
almighty. Tonight, Z. We still have faith, right? We still have faith, right?
I don't know, man. I think I'm out of faith. I think I'm out of faith, man. It was one of these things where, and I've told you this, and people don't notice, and nor do they care, nor should they care. Everyone's busy, and we're all busy.
Well, Z, I care. What's up?
But like on day of an Avs game, I'm wearing Avs gear.
Yeah.
It's just what I do.
Yeah.
On games after the Avs win, I wear Avs gear. That's just what I do. I've never said it like this. It's just something I do, and have for a while. And when I went to go pick out my clothes today, I'm putting on what I have on, which is like an Avs,
Avs
hoodie, long sleeve blue hoodie with the
sweet hat, by the way, too. Avalanche hat.
Appreciate it. I said, man, you're gonna wear that today. This could be the last day, at least for a while, where you're putting on Avs gear.
You know what, Z? I didn't think of it like that. I went into my wardrobe, picked out my green. I like to match my hat to my pants. I go with Lululemon.
There you go.
What I mean?
There you go.
Something right there, something light. And I didn't have the Avs, hey, put on the hat, in my mind.
Yeah.
Because truly, I believe that it's done. Even if the Avs win tonight, do they have enough to come back and beat the Golden Knights? I don't believe they do. They're banged up. All right, they don't play good defense. They're not getting what they need out of their top six. I know Netchis is coming along, and he's doing his thing when it comes to assists, and that was a sweet assist to Kadri, where Kadri ends up putting it in the back of the net, no-look pass.
That was filthy.
But I'm looking for the goals when it comes to Netchis.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the goals when it comes to 29, all right? And I'm looking for the goals even with Lecky being on the top line. And Lecky has not been available. He's been there, but he hasn't been available to make any type of impact, which is insane to say.
It is. And I want to go through these guys and sort of itemize who has fallen really short. Everyone's fallen short. I don't think you can point to a member of the Colorado Avalanche right now, not one, and say, yeah, I know, it's awful, but that guy, man, he's been great. I can't find that guy. And, I'll ask the question. It's very morbid, but I think appropriate. I love Jared Bednar.
I do too.
I love Jared. Like, I've gone like toe-to-toe with like people like James Marilat over Jared Bednar for years.
Go James.
But if you get swept in a series where you're favored in every single game, a la the Denver Nuggets, I mean, I'm telling you guys, this could be so rare. If both teams get swept and both teams were nearly identical favorites, minus 265 and minus 260 to win a series, both teams favored in every single game, and both teams get swept, it will be one of the rarest intersections of sports within a single market like Denver, like ever.
It's insane.
It is.
That's insane. They marry each other. Like, okay, like you're not doing well, so we're not going to do well. You guys win a championship, we're going to win a championship. Simple as that.
So, I shouldn't say the Nuggets got swept. They lost each game that they lost. Each game that they lost, they were favorites. And they're losing in the same way. I will get to Bednar here in a second, but like I did I put this out on social over on Sunday night. It's the Scooby Doo. It's tearing off the mask, and it's originally the Avs, and then you take it off, and it's actually the Nuggets, because they mirror each other in so many ways, but they're getting bullied. They're not getting out-executed. Like, that's what's so bothersome. It's not just that they're down in this series and it's some bad puck luck and some bad bounces and you got out-executed. Like, they are getting brutalized. They are getting punked. They are getting bullied. They are getting emasculated by a team that is just tougher mentally and physically.
Yep.
And I thought this team had some sandpaper, some grit, that when things got heavy, they'd be in the middle of the ring fighting, and they just don't. They're wilting like their Ball Arena counterpart.
But you know what, Z? There's one thing that we talked about with that Colorado Avalanche before the regular season ended is we wanted to see more toughness from them. I went on to say, like, there's a lot of finesse, but there's at times you don't see where they're just aggressive and they're physical like some of the other teams, like Vegas is doing.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're built to be defensive-minded, defensive-oriented, and they do a good job of forechecking. They do a great job of being aggressive all the time. That's their identity. When I look at the Avs right now, it looks like they're a little bit of a front runner when it comes to being aggressive all day long. 60 minutes of hockey has to be played. Can you be the same version of yourself for 60 minutes? The Avalanche can't. Where someone like the Vegas Golden Knights, they have been. They've been very patient. They have slowed the pace down. They said, you know what, Hart, we don't need you to make these amazing saves because we're going to play great defense in front of you to help you out. But if you do need to make a save, you need to bail us out, which Hart has done. Now, when it comes to the Colorado Avalanche, all right, there hasn't been net front presence when it comes to helping Wedgwood out. And Wedgie is not taking advantage of making big-time saves when he needs to. And you put those two together, it's a bad recipe. It's a horrible recipe, and it's not successful. And that's why the Avalanche are losing. They have horrible defense in front of Wedgwood, and Wedgwood is not making enough big-time saves to help the Avs out.
Yeah, both things are true. Both things are true. The Avs aren't doing enough in front of Wedgie, who has now been benched. Blackwood's going to start tonight.
Yep.
I have to just wholeheartedly agree with the move, because what other levers can you pull on to try to create a spark? So it's like, if I were Bednar, I'd be doing the same thing. Wedgwood, I said this before, but he's not at the top of the reasons why things have gone this badly, but he's also not near the top of, of the good stuff that's happening in the series. Of the additives. He's not near the top. He's been the worst of the four goaltenders in the conference finals by a significant margin, unfortunately. In terms of Bednar.
Yeah, Betsy. Where you want to start? This one hurts.
It does. Jared Bednar, you could very fairly argue. Now, some people might disagree, but you could very fairly argue he's the best coach in the history of the Colorado Avalanche. All right? Now, he's not the only one with a cup, but he's the only one with a cup that lasted 10 years and has the most wins in franchise history by a country mile. If the Avs lose tonight, is it his last game on the bench?
You know what, Z? If the Avs lose and they get swept, after we all talked about how dominant this team was and how Chris McFarland, the general manager, constructed this team to be dominant and win a cup this year, and you get swept and you don't even get to the final, Z, you're going to have to make a change. Somebody has to be the fall guy. That's in any sport that you play, whether it's a player or a coach. If you don't produce or your team doesn't produce and you're the coach of it, you get fired.
And it was Ray Bennett, his head rolled last year when they lost to Dallas.
Exactly. So what next? You can't run it back. I feel like we're talking about the Nuggets right now.
I know.
You cannot run it back with the same core, with the same coach that's going to have the same mentality, the same voice in the locker room, because at some point the players stop listening to that coach. At some point when you keep falling short, it's like, okay, if I'm staying, somebody else needs to leave. And it's going to be Jared Bednar if they get swept tonight, Z. If they get swept tonight, then Jared Bednar will be out the door. And I don't like to say that. I love Betsy. I think he's the best coach out of all the coaches in Colorado when it comes to the Nuggets, the Denver Broncos, and in the Rockies. I love Jared Bednar the most.
Yeah.
But
by the way.
He's going to be the guy that's going to be out because the team did not get it done. The team failed him. The players in front that are playing the game did not do their part. Players make plays. Players win games for you, no matter what you do. And they're failing Bednar right now.
Well, on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Also, you can reach us on the YouTube chat presented by Sean Ponda. And put your name on it, give you a shout out. If the Cronkies didn't fire Adelman, they aren't going to fire Bednar. That's a separate conversation of like, okay, is a new voice needed? Maybe, probably, yes.
Look what's happening. Torts is over there.
Yeah, right. And that's the other thing. They fire Bruce Cassidy. Things have gotten stale. Torts takes over, and here you are on the doorstep of the Stanley Cup, or at least appearing, in that final round. Yeah, it's fair. Like here's what I'll say. Oh God, I freaking love Bednar.
I know. I hate that we have to have this conversation, but it's real.
And it's appropriate, because if you're not having that conversation, I don't think you're exhausting the conversation in the way that is required for this moment. It is a bit morbid. We all love Bednar. But yeah, I mean, if they lose again as favorites, because here's the thing, we're talking about the Avs being amongst the favorites for nearly a decade consecutively. And yes, they broke through in 2022. But that was a long time ago. Like, you're not standing in the shadow of that cup anymore. That was a presidential term ago. That was 2022. It's 2026. And I hate it, but it's probably, I said within the game tonight, what other lever can you pull on other than looking for a spark with Blackwood? What other organizational lever can you pull on if you get swept in demonstrative fashion other than needing a new voice? And someone like Phil Jackson would say this is Pat Riley. He would say after 10 years, there's like a 10-year rule. After 10 years,
well, there you go.
Like your voice just doesn't carry the same way.
Now, would Jared Bednar get fired if, let's just say the Colorado Avalanche make it interesting, go to a Game 7, and then they still end up losing? Does Bednar get fired?
No. Because I think organizationally, KSC will look for reasons to retain. I think. I don't know. I really don't know, because Bednar through the years, like this happened to Mike Malone. You get hired, you're amongst the 3 lowest paid coaches in the league, but then you have some success, your contract's up, they give you more money, you win a championship, you get more money. So like maybe in some ways it will be financial relief if they moved on from Jared Bednar and hired a first-time head coach, which they have shown the propensity to do throughout the history of the Avs here in Colorado under the Cronkies. They hire first-time head coaches. More on that tomorrow if applicable. But because here's the thing, I can't today point to you someone who I'm like, this guy would be a definitive upgrade from Jared Bednar.
No. So, I can't either.
But at the same time, it's like, can you really run it back if they lose tonight? And if they win tonight, we'll kickstart some of these conversations. But with the evidence that we have, they're being doubled up by goals in the series.
The biggest thing is being swept. After dominating the regular season, you get swept. If that's the case where the Avs lose tonight, they get swept. This is where you do have to make a change.
Right.
That's where it's unacceptable. You can lose in a Game 7 where going back and forth, and we went through the stats and the facts when it comes to the Vegas Golden Knights when we said, hey, the players on the other side have been there, done that too. There's 12 players that won a cup.
Right.
All right, they know their coach has won a championship.
That's right.
You can talk yourself into saying it was a tough matchup, but if you get swept, Everybody has their breaking point when it's like you have to decide to move on from somebody. I remember listening and actually talking to Coach Mike McIntyre, and he told me the day he knew he was going to get fired it was a game. I want to say it was either 2019 or 20. I want to say 2019. They're playing Oregon State, and you probably remember this.
Oh, my God. I was at the game.
You were at the game.
Well, hold on a second. This is when they started 4-0.
4-0. They were kicking Oregon State's ass.
They were rolling them. I remember who I was with. They were saying, because I'm pretty sure the season total for CU that season was 4.5, and the guys that I was with were counting their money. That was going to be their 5th win of the year.
Exactly, and you know what? After that, they struggled, right? They didn't go to a bowl game. They needed that win. They were winning. And during that game, when Oregon State came back and beat them.
God, I remember this. I was sitting there watching it.
Coach Mike McIntyre in his headset told everybody, you guys just got me fired. You guys just got me fired. And then sure enough, he gets released. I don't even think he finished the year off. I don't think
he did.
Okay.
I think Carl Durrell took over, I want to say. No.
So he might have finished the year off, and they let him go right after that. And I remember talking to him, and he said, that game right there, I knew I was done. We had a lead on Oregon State. That was a game that we needed to win to try to get to a bowl game or close to it. We didn't come through. All right, we had a major lapse, and that was the game that got me fired. Yeah. And he was right.
And this but this goes beyond just one series. This goes beyond just the Western Conference final here.
We're talking about Bednar now.
Yes. Yeah. This is a historical pattern. Unfortunately, that it just, oh God, I'm looking at it. They lost that game 41-34.
Came back
against Oregon State. The team started 5-0. So this is what it was. Yes, CU's win total at the time was 5.5. It must have been, and they dropped back-to-back games to USC and Washington.
They didn't win again.
They lost every single game the rest of the season.
That was the start of it, right there.
Colorado was up 24-3 at halftime and lost. Yes, I remember that very well. Actually, that was my son's first sporting event ever.
Well, damn, Z.
That was my boy Owen. His first sporting event ever.
2016. You should have went to the 2016 year.
No, this was 2018 that happened.
Okay,
he was a baby. He was a baby, and I remember he had a blowout on the way.
Oh.
So we had him in this cute little sport outfit, and poop was up to the back of his neck by the time we pulled into Boulder, and we had to put him back in his pajamas. So there we were at this game, and he was in his PJs. But here's the thing. It goes beyond one game, one series. We have to remember, the Cup run in 2022 was legendary. It was epic, and you never apologize for a championship. But that has been the anomaly. The rest of this era of Colorado Avalanche hockey in some ways can be defined by collapses. History lesson. So not only through the years, but within this series, Avs were up 1-0 halfway through the third period in Game 2 at home, and they lost. Up 3-0 in Game 3 on Sunday. They lost. 2025. We forget, when Mikko had the hat trick in the third period, the Avs were up 2-0 in the third period.
They were.
Up 2-0 in the third period, and you lost in a Game 7 to Mikko Rantanen.
Wow.
The year before that, the Avs were up 1-0 in the third period in Game 6 against that same Dallas team, and they lost. And it was Matt Duchene instead of Mikko that time, paying back his former team. The year before that, the Avs were upset in the first round. That series, the Avs were favored in every game, and Seattle scored. Who else remembers this? Seattle scored first in every game. Seattle, every game they scored first. The Avs trailed in every single game. They lost in Game 7. The year before the Cup run, they had a 2-0 lead against Vegas. They blew it. The year before that, 2020, they blew a 4-3 third period lead with 4 minutes left in a Game 7 to Dallas. The year before that, 2019, they lost in Game 7 to San Jose. Again, you never apologize for a championship, but that has been the exception. The rule has been the Avs find a way to collapse. And it feels like, and I feel awful saying this, but it feels like it's something tied within their DNA helix. There's something within them that they shrink in these moments of tension. And even if you think back to the 2022 run, the Avs were never threatened. They never trailed once in any series. So they were kind of front runners and able to play on their on their front foot. But when the chips are down, don't bet on the Avs. And that's the harsh reality.
Well, you go down that list, and if you're a general manager, because I don't ever want to say fire anybody. Like everybody, when you fire somebody or you lose a job, like your family, it sucks for your family.
Yeah.
So, but in this case, you're going down that list. You have to make a change if you get swept, because now it's like it's lapse after lapse. It's a meltdown. It's a major meltdown, and it seems like the Avs can never shake it off. And when they do shake it off, they win a championship. But that's only been one time where they were able to get past that second round and win it. We're sitting here against the Vegas Golden Knights, and we can't get past them. And we're the favorites every single game. We're deeper. Supposedly, we're deeper than them. We have better players than them, and yet they're beating us. They're more disciplined than us. Their identity is more defensive-minded, and they're winning because of that. Dallas, when they beat us last year, more defensive-minded, and they beat us because of that.
Correct.
And Seattle, how were they? Defensive-minded as well. It had some offense, and they beat us because of that. There's something in the air when it comes to the Colorado Avalanche. Very explosive. And I go back, finesse. And I know you don't like when I say that because it makes it seem like that's all they are.
It seems like a negative when you say
Negative.
the Avs are a finesse
Yes.
team. But
in this case, though, yes, you have finesse, but you don't have the physicality to weather the storm, withstand things, and win these games.
And that's the Nuggets. That was the Nuggets. Nuggets were more skilled. Nuggets were favored in every single game. Every single game in that series. They were favored in every single game. They were better on paper, but the games aren't played on paper. They're played with grit and intensity. And that Vegas team over there, they're not as skilled, but they're tougher than a $2 steak. That's who they are. And toughness, there's no analytic for toughness. There's no place in the box score for toughness. And that's the real advantage they have over these Avs. Player for player, looked at in a silo, it'd be like Avs, 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 Avs. But that's not how the game is played. And it's, here we are on the brink of elimination.
Getting swept. Damn.
Nathan McKinnon, 0 goals and 1 assist in the series. Marty Netchis, 1 goal in the playoffs. Has just 4 shots on goal in this series when playing 5-on-5. Val, 1 goal in the series. 4 points in 12 playoff games. Brock Nelson, 1 goal in 12 postseason games. He's got 1 shot on goal at 5v5 in the last 2 games. 1 shot on goal, 5v5. Brock Nelson has played 19 playoff games with the Colorado Avalanche and has 1 goal against a goaltender. Arturi Lekkinen, he's got no points and 5 shots.
He's just there right now.
On goal in the series. 5 total shots on goal for Lecky. Logan O'Connor. Again, like these like they may not be the star players, but we can't gush over the Avs' depth and then not hold guys accountable as well. Logan O'Connor, 2 points in 12 games. I mean, Wedgwood,
Malinsky.
Sam Malinsky's been awful.
Oh my. Damn.
So it's I'm shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head. And here was Jared Bednar on the spirit of the team this morning.
Like I like the energy in our room. I like the vibe around the team. We had a good meeting yesterday. Touched up on a few things this morning on video. I'm confident that we'll be ready to come out and try to better our performance from the other night. Doesn't guarantee a win, but I think that our guys' heads are in the right spot and kind of got nothing to lose now. So there's a looseness around our team this morning, and hoping that can do us some good and free us up to go play to our identity tonight.
Play to our identity. There's a looseness.
Play to your identity. What's their identity, Z? Please tell me. I feel like I asked you this when it comes to Nuggets, Broncos, and now the Avs. I thought we knew their identity. What's their identity?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a high-flying hockey club who is not like some dump and chase team. They are the most skilled team in the league. They like to play with the puck on their stick, and that has been completely neutralized, just completely. And so I don't know what the approach is going to be tonight. I don't know if we're going to try to win 1-0. We're the best defensive team in the league all year, and this other way isn't working out. Get your lunch pail, get your hard hat. We're going to do this a really, really hard way, in a way that is not natural to us. Or do you say, hey, the stats say that you're actually dominating this series? Kenny Atkinson agrees, head coach in the Cavs. They're Cleveland's moving on to the NBA Analytical Championship, right? But here are some numbers that would lead you to believe that Colorado has been in control. Colorado's leading in shot attempts. This is through 3 games. Shot attempts, 217 to 151. Colorado leads in shots, 103 to 76. Colorado leads in scoring chances, 103 to 70. Colorado leads in high danger chances, 36 to 29. Yet Vegas leads the series 3-0. And they don't hang analytical banners or box score banners, right? You hang banners because you win championships, and that was the expectation. The Avs currently are not close, as dispiriting that is to say. Okay. We'll catch our breath, all right? There's something bubbling underneath the surface here with the Avs that we'll get to here in just a couple minutes. But before we do that, basketball fans have made a massive assumption on one massive dynamic, and we may need to recalibrate. We'll get to it next.
Parents, looking for a fun way to get your kid active this summer?
Are you kidding me?
Denver Sports 1043 The Fan's third annual Be a Mentor, Be a Fan Youth Football Camp is back. Brought to you by Walmart. Saturday, June 27th at Denver South High School's All-City Stadium. Your child ages 8 to 14 will learn the fundamentals of football in a safe, hands-on environment from people who played the game at the highest level. We're talking former Denver Broncos Mark Schlereth, Phillip Lindsay, and Brandon Stokely, along with a trusted coaching staff from Denver South. And every dollar raised goes to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Colorado. So your family is giving back just by showing up. Sign up today at denversports.com/camp. That's denversports.com/camp.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. When something's going wrong at or below the ground, Homestrong is the best in town. Family-owned, 20-plus years in the foundation and concrete industry, and the most experienced crews in the state of Colorado. Their inspectors are highly trained, and your inspection and quote are free. Drywall cracks, foundation cracks, water issues, cold, wet crawl space. Call Homestrong. Guys, they do it all. Foundation repair, waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation, egress windows, concrete lifting, even full basement conversions. A lifetime transferable warranty on most of their work, plus financing is available. You'll never go wrong with Homestrong.
We've got unbelievable prices on appliances this Memorial Day. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. We're talking stainless dishwashers starting at just $369, chest freezers for $199, or an entire stainless steel kitchen for only $19.99. Plus, we'll match any local competitor's price. Hurry in, Memorial Day savings are going on now at Mountain High Appliance. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Let's talk about your hair. If you're losing it and desire it back, then do what I did and go see Dr. Tanya Pauls at Advanced Hair Restoration. Their simple one-day treatment offers life-changing results that I can personally attest to. Guys, it's not magic, but close to it. They put hair where you need it the most, and bam, it grows. It's actually science. Advanced Hair has it all. Top-rated Dr. Tanya Pauls, modern technology, and best of all, you get your very own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day. Advanced Hair even guarantees it to grow for life. So schedule your free consultation today. Call 720-459-HAIR and you'll get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. That's 720-459-HAIR. Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver, and they've changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. Become inspired with the before and afters at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for Sponsored Jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Stoke here for ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Summer is coming in hot. Don't wait. Beat the rush with an early bird cooling system tune-up and inspection for only $49 from Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of May. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
You're hearing this right now. So are your customers. That's radio. It still works. But your customers don't live in one place anymore. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest game on their TV. Tomorrow, they're deep in the most popular podcast in the country. Next week, all three, all over again. We build one campaign that reaches them everywhere. Radio, streaming TV, podcasts, all under one roof, all measured, all working together. That's not a pitch, that's a system. DenverSports.com. Let's build yours. At Smart Local 9 Sheet Metal Workers, they provide highly trained sheet metal professionals ready to get the job done safely, efficiently, and with pride. Their workforce is built through a comprehensive 4-year apprenticeship program where apprentices earn while they learn, receiving industry-leading training in fabrication and installation of HVAC systems, as well as HVAC service, architectural sheet metal, testing, adjusting and balancing, welding, computer-aided drafting, safety, and emerging technologies. Find out more at smw9.com.
How about 60 seconds that'll make you actually feel good for a change? Hey, Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. You've heard me talk about the best free meal in Denver. And I had some listeners that had heard me talk about how I used to love to make brisket, but with outrageous beef prices, we just couldn't afford to do it anymore. We can't afford to feed that many people. Well, a guy, Barbecue Bob, showed up to one of our first and third Thursdays with a couple $1,000s of brisket so he could just help people. We're going to make free brisket here coming up in the next couple months for our best free meal in Denver. And then another guy, Fred, who runs the Ace Hardwares over on Gartrell Road and Arapahoe Crossing. He said, from now on, all your fuel you need for that barbecue is on me. And another guy, Bobby Hancock from IHOP. He fed our volunteers and gave thousands of dollars worth of gift certificates to our people that take advantage of the best free meal in Denver. If you want to help, you can. Just spread the word. It's the best free meal in Denver every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road. And if you have any questions, just call us at 303 Law 4040.
This segment on The Fan is brought to you by Homestrong, Colorado's foundation repair and concrete experts.
Want to partake in our contests? Check out the rules at DenverSports.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Every day at 3:30, the drive comes off the top rope to hit you with a 1, 2, 3.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Denver.
Tape your wrists, stretch your spandex, and oil your hair. Here's Zach and Phil with today's 3 count on the drive.
Let's come off the top rope with it! 1! All righty. So I said going into the last break, you know, and I'm including myself in this, you know, basketball fans have made a massive assumption on a gargantuan dynamic that we may need to recalibrate. So me and a lot of other basketball fans, Phil, have basically been saying, well, the Western Conference Finals is basically the NBA championship.
Yeah.
I said that as recent as a week ago. That is sort of like when the Kings would play the Shaq, Kobe Lakers. Whoever won that series was going to go win the championship.
Usually, yes.
And they were going to obliterate, you know, the J. Kidd Nets or the Reggie Miller, you know, Pacers or AI's 76ers. Like, that's just how it was going to go. And I kind of had that in my head that whoever comes out of the East, you're going to lose to whoever comes out of the West in between San Antonio and Oklahoma City. Man, I'm not so sure. This Knicks team is on quite literally the greatest heater in the history of the NBA postseason. We have never seen anything like this before, ever. And they did it again last night, winning their third series in a closeout game by more than 30 points. Unprecedented. They win by 37 in Cleveland yesterday.
And nobody scored 20 points for the Knicks last night.
Correct. No one scored more than 19. Crazy. The Knicks are going to stress whoever they play. I still don't think they're good enough to win.
Why though? Why?
Man, oh man.
Why not? You can't just say that and then dash off into the night about it. Like Brunson, Cat, they're playing good defense.
Oh my God,
Everybody
they're so
is getting
good.
involved. Like, why couldn't they?
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to take that back.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to take it back. I'll probably end up picking. Look, I think San Antonio is going to win this series against Oklahoma City. I think they're going to win.
Okay.
And maybe in that event, the Knicks are a little bit more experienced than that team. But I don't know, man. This team with OG Anunoby and Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart, what a dog. Mikal Bridges playing the best basketball of the season. Brunson, who saw Jalen Brunson as being the number one option for a team that could win a championship?
Hey, the underdog. You got to go with the underdog, Z.
Dude, this guy, and then Landry Shamet coming off the bench and going crazy. Like, they are a great team, and they're greater. The whole is greater than the sum of their parts, and I think they're going to stress whoever they play. And I take it back. They can win the NBA championship.
You know what, Z? I'm going to go further than you. They will win the championship this year. You know, and maybe I love Brunson. I truly do, and I say that all the time. Like, I'm a fanboy when it comes to Brunson because of what he's doing out there. All right, he's undersized, but yet he's making everybody pay. And now that the whole team is building at the right time, they have the chemistry down, they're firing on all cylinders at the right time, they can beat the Thunder. And the Thunder have to worry about trying to beat the Spurs.
Correct.
And if the Spurs end up being the ones to play the Knicks, the Spurs don't have enough to beat the Knicks when it comes to maturity, when it comes to those scars where the Knicks, they've been building up for this. New York is going to be going crazy.
Oh, my God, dude.
Crazy. You've been there.
And that's a great fan base. Let me just say that, too. Like, that is a great fan base. They are from coast to coast. They are loud, sometimes obnoxious, sometimes a false sense of bravado for a team that hasn't won a championship since, the early 70s. Hasn't appeared in an NBA Finals this millennia. But, man, they love their Knicks. This is nuts. The last time the Knicks lost, April 23rd. They've won 11 straight games, and over the course of those 11 games, they have a point differential. This is crazy. Of plus 271 points. That's the best point differential in any 11-game stretch, postseason or regular season. Think about that. Like, that is insane.
Give them the championship.
It's insane. All right. Behind the glass, do the Knicks have a chance to win the championship? Would you pick? I think we agree they have a chance. Would you pick them to win?
I think I would at this point. They're playing so good, and you nailed it with the whole is greater than the sum of their parts.
Yes.
It's just they perfectly complement each other throughout the entire roster. They go 8-10 deep, and they're going to have so much rest while these other two teams are beating the heck out of each other. I don't see a reason why they can't go out and win it.
Drew?
No chance.
No chance.
Oh,
No chance.
damn, Drew.
Wow, no chance. Is this
San
from
Antonio,
the
Oklahoma City in 5 at the most.
Is this the same Drew Spivak that said the Vegas Golden Knights had 0.0 chance of making an impact in the postseason?
Oh, man.
God almighty.
I wasn't ready to say
No
that.
chance. No chance, he says. For the greatest 11-game stretch we've ever seen. You got to give them a chance, Drew.
That means they're going to win.
Listen, it'd be awesome if they did if they could pull it off. It'd be a really cool story. I just don't see it happening.
Man, I think it's in play. I don't think I'd pick it to happen, but I think it's in play.
What I think is more interesting is you're picking the Spurs to beat the Thunder.
I am.
Whoa.
I am. The Thunder are banged up. SGA has not been the same offensively, and, man, you're seeing guys like Chet Holmgren shrink to itty-bitty-bitty against someone like Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle, I mean, him defensively right now is a freakazoid. And so, yeah, I'll pick the Spurs to upset Oklahoma City. If the Knicks were to play the Spurs, they would be plus 210 underdogs. If they played the Thunder, they'd be plus 220. So nearly identical, close to 2-1 underdogs. How about the ticket prices? Did you see this?
Oh.
Holy smokes. The ticket prices for Game 3 at Madison Square Garden, all right? This is the get-in price. This is the get-in price. This is not like to sit close. This is to like have your back against Madison Square Garden's final row.
Nosebleed, though.
To get in, it's $3,700.
Oh, come on.
Did you guys see some of the courtside seats have been purchased for like $600,000?
Crazy. I paid $1,000 when the Suns went to the finals in 21, and I was in the lower bowl, and that felt like a crazy amount. And now you're telling me it's 3 times as much just to sit in like the nosebleeds,
dude.
Crazy.
You said $600,000
for courtside seats? Yes.
Oh,
Madison
man.
Square Garden.
Row 5 is like $50,000.
Dude, it's nuts.
And ZB's gonna be there. Front row.
Yeah, bro. It's so crazy. It's just so crazy. Here's another just insane-o stat for you.
You can buy a house with that.
Yes, Phil. Yes. For a 3-hour experience.
I'm good off that.
Just crazy. All right, so this is psychotic. This is the 4th consecutive year. Try to wrap your mind around this. This is the 4th consecutive year.
I'm still stuck on the $600,000.
Yes, it's hard to move off of, but try here. This is the 4th consecutive year that the loser of the Eastern Conference Finals have gone on to win the East the following year. Check this out. So in 2022, the Heat lose in the Eastern Finals in 7 games to Boston. What happens the next year? Heat are in the NBA Finals. 2023, Boston loses in the Eastern Conference Finals in 7 to Miami. What happened the next year? Boston advances to the NBA Finals. Indiana that year loses in the Eastern Finals in 4 to Boston. What happens the next year? Indiana advances to the NBA Finals. And New York loses in the Eastern Conference Finals in 6-2, that Pacers team. What happened this year? The Knicks are in the NBA Finals. That is as freaky of a sequence that you'll ever find in like sports.
It's the script. It's not just in football. We're doing it in basketball now.
Crazy. All right. Grave robbers may be headed to Colorado before the body is in the ground. Wait until you hear the rumor that is bubbling beneath the surface in the hockey world. We'll get to it next.
Avalanche, Golden Knights. It's the Western Conference Final, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is all in. 1 hour before puck drop, we're live with full pregame coverage, keys to the game, bold predictions, and the intel you need. When the final horn sounds, we're not going anywhere. Instant post-game reaction. Every hit, every goal, every save. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters. Injury Insights, powered by Ramos Law. Taking a look at the latest sports injuries in Colorado and beyond. Here's Dr. Joseph Ramos with Zach By.
All right, Dr. Ramos, baseball season is upon us, and one of the most commonly used phrases attached to a surgery is Tommy John surgery. It's so prevalent. Tell us about Tommy John surgery.
Oh, man, Tommy John. Yeah, baseball pitcher for the Dodgers, I believe it was, years ago, who made this surgery famous. Here's the long and short of Tommy John surgeries. The elbow of the arm was never meant to throw a baseball, Zach, ever. If you've seen those pictures, and if anybody's watching online in the streaming, when you cock back like this and that elbow leads that arm, you see that tremendous force, that's stressing that ulnar collateral ligament. That's the ligament on the inside of your arm. It runs from your humerus up in the upper arm down your ulna in the lower arm. That ligament holds that joint together, and it tears easily. It's a little short ligament. It tears easy. When it does, it was thought to be career-ending. They initially told Tommy John, that pitcher, he had a 1 in 100 chance of pitching again, and he went on to pitch 14 more years. Long and short of the surgery itself is they harvest basically a tendon, not a ligament. That's the important part here, from another part of the body, and they implant it across there. The reason I say that's important is because that's a ligament that spans those two bones, Zach. And when you put a tendon there, that's different. And that's why it takes about a year for people to heal from that. That tendon literally, it ligamentizes. It becomes a ligament, but it takes a while for it to become stiff like a ligament. Now, the good news is it's normally twice as tough as what God made you with, and it holds up really well, and these pitchers do really good, but it is a long recovery.
Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. On behalf of my friends at American Financing, let me be real with you for a minute. If you're over 50 years old and carrying credit card debt, you could be paying on that for the rest of your life. The interest rate on credit cards is 20% or more. A mortgage interest rate is much lower. So why not use your home's equity to pay off that high interest debt? American Financing is a family-owned mortgage lender, not one of those big banks where you're just a number. Their salary-based mortgage consultants will help you declutter your monthly bills into a single manageable payment. The average customer saves $800 a month, guys, and you may delay 2 mortgage payments, and you also may close in as fast as 10 days. There are no upfront fees, and there's never an obligation. Give your paycheck a raise. Call American Financing at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Yeah, we got so caught up with the basketball talk, only hit one topic there in the 3 count. By the way, brought to you by our friends at Homestrong, Colorado's foundation, repair, and concrete experts. I said going into the most previous break, grave robbers may be heading to Colorado before the body is in the ground. There is a juicy rumor that is bubbling beneath the surface in the hockey world that we'll get to here in just a second. But before we do, guys, it's the ultimate showdown for a great cause. On June 11th, me and Stoke going head-to-head, 100 holes of golf for kids. All right, 100 holes, one day, all to raise money for Recruiting Classroom, whose mission is to help kids play sports. It's that simple, but not everyone, grows up and has the wherewithal to have a golf club in their hand, a hockey stick in their hand, the equipment that's needed to play a sport like hockey or football, and that's what Recruiting Classroom does. I mean, it's every dollar goes to the right places. So who will raise the most, me or Stoke? That's where you guys come in. Pick a player, make your donation, and help kids win. To support Stoke, I'm not sure why you want to do that, but if you did, you can head to StokleyCares.com to support myself. You can head to ZachCares.com and help kids win. All right, it's a real impact in our community. A couple years running now, and we're trying to do it again. Okay, so goodness gracious.
There's a lot going on, Z. There is a lot going on.
Yeah. So according to Elliot Friedman, all right, who is like similar to like a Ian Rappaport of the NHL, all right, he's got his 32 Thoughts podcast, and he says the Nashville Predators are being patient in their general manager search and could be waiting to ask to converse with a tier candidate who may still be active in the postseason. This is Elliot Friedman on his pod.
Thing came out. That is one of the things I've been wondering about. If Nashville is waiting to talk to him. And I do believe it's possible that that is one of the reasons that the search has taken this long. However, I would like to stress, I do not believe there's any deal or agreement in place or anything close to it. I do not believe it is a guarantee that he's going to Nashville or he's leaving Colorado. But the length of the search definitely makes it look like the Predators are waiting to talk to someone, and he is a logical target.
All right, so there's quite a bit here. I would ask this. Why would Elliot Friedman feel like he needs to really, really stress that a deal's not in place? Of course the deal's not in place. They're in the middle of the Stanley Cup postseason. I found that interesting.
Well, because a lot of the deals get done behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Right? It's a promise. It's saying, hey, man, I promise you after the season's done, we'll look at this. I really want to go there. You're trying to get ahead of things before people start to put it out there, or people get aware that you want to leave, or you know something is going to go down before it really gets out there for the public to interact and react to. That's why he's putting it out there like, hey, look, guys, I just want to be diligent in what I'm saying here. Chris McFarland has not agreed to anything.
Well, according to Friedman, who was on the air in Nashville, there's this radio show down there on 102.5 The Game in Nashville, and he mentioned, sort of like he said there in that clip of audio, that they're standing pat for someone who they're waiting to speak with. All right? And according to Friedman, he said that McFarland wouldn't likely depart from Colorado unless it was, quote, a huge step up, end quote. A huge step up?
What do you think?
He's a general manager here.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be a lateral move. To leave the GM of the Avs to be the GM of the Nashville Predators, on paper, doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless it's about the paper.
You think it's about the squilla?
Yeah.
The cheddar?
And so, that's the only way. It's not a huge step up in role. It's a lateral move. In a vacuum, it makes no sense.
But what if they're also promising him not just as a general manager, but he could be the president too?
Sure.
Two for one.
Yeah, maybe so. And that Sakic's role here, that could very well be. That could very well be.
And then also the money too, right? It has to, if you're going to take on two jobs, you're going to get more money. It goes hand in hand. So not only does he get to be the general manager, but he's the president. That means he doesn't have to sit there and ask somebody at the top, can I do this?
Like Joe Sakic. Yeah.
He can say, you know what, this is what I want done, and I answer to nobody but myself and, of course, the owner.
Man, I don't know what to make of this story. My guess is when McFarland said, well, he's not really quoting McFarland, but he kind of is, Elliot Friedman, when he said he likely wouldn't depart from Colorado unless it's a huge step up. I would imagine he's probably, I'm speculating, he's probably not talking about step up in role. He's probably talking about step up financially.
Some money.
And of course, this is a bit of a sore topic, I guess, for someone like me who watched Tim Connolly walk out the door for the Denver Nuggets and take the same position in Minnesota because it came with a lot more money and because historically the Kroenke ownership group, they just don't value executives and coaches the way that some other organizations do. And if that is the case and the Colorado Avalanche lose someone like Chris McFarland, who's up for the Jim Gregory General Manager of the Year award, because of finances, that would sting.
You know what, Z? I think, though, I understand with the basketball and how Josh Kroenke has kind of ran everything. He's going to do it differently when it comes to the hockey, though, because he's not hands-on. And do you really want to lose?
Not hands-on with the Avs.
With the Avs. Do you really want to lose the man that's really orchestrating all this, putting it together, when all you have to do is give him? It's not like he's going to be getting a contract like you would for the Nuggets. But you don't want to lose your general manager who has been very successful in putting this team together. I think Josh Kroenke at some point is going to say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm tired of this. I'm not hands-on with the Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to give this man a pay raise so that I can keep him in his spot, and then we can get back to doing what we do best, winning, try to win another cup. I think Josh Kroenke is going to think of it and rethink things because of what has happened to him in the past with the Denver Nuggets.
Well, we don't know the next step of this conversation. We just don't. And then there's elements of, and this deserves to be mentioned here, if you're Chris McFarland and this is your life's work, you were able to retool this roster, but Phil, there's not a lot of assets left here.
There's not, no.
There's not. So, this is when we have the Bednar conversation. They're not, trading Nathan McKinnon. They're not going to not sign Cale Makar. Brock Nelson isn't going anywhere. And so, if this is kind of like one of these Tim Connolly, Calvin Booth things where Joe Sakic does a lot of the heavy lifting early, you win it, then it's entrusted into Chris McFarland, and you're able to make, and he did some dramatic moves now. But at the same time, it's not yours, and you do answer to someone, and you don't have a lot of assets left. And if he wants to, and he's going to get a massive pay bump, start over in a place like Nashville, who was 86 points to the Avs, 121. It's just it's a new challenge, and if it comes with a bigger payday, I hope this doesn't come true. But to think that it couldn't would be naive.
Damn, we could lose our head coach and general manager all at the same time.
Potentially.
For different reasons.
Potentially. Yeah. All right. If you want to react to that, you can hit us up, ramoslaw.com text line 303-713-1043, and we'd love to hear from you on our YouTube chat presented by Sean Ponda. The All-NBA teams came out over the weekend, and it brought me some mixed feelings. We'll talk about why next.
It's the ultimate showdown for a great cause.
Setting up the ultimate gold medal showdown.
On June 11th, Brandon Stokely goes head-to-head with Zach By in 100 Holes for Kids. 100 holes of golf. It's a one-day event all to raise money for Recruiting Classroom, whose mission it is to help kids play sports. Who will raise the most? That's where you come in. Pick your player, make your donation, and help kids win. To support Brandon Stokely, head to StokelyCares.com. To support Zach By, head to ZachCares.com.
If you've ever been in their care, you know the difference they make. We call them nurses, also known as heroes. This is Jay Rickstrew for Alpine Bank, member FDIC. National Nurses Day falls in May. Pause for a moment. They may have been by your side at one point, or with a loved one during an uncertain time. Give thanks for those men and women who work tirelessly, tending to every detail. Small to life-saving. How? A handwritten card will be cherished. Coffee or treats, a thoughtful gesture. You can log on to daisyfoundation.org to nominate a nurse for exceptional care. To the nurses listening to Alpine Bank now, your commitment to helping others has our deepest respect and appreciation. We think of you as heroes. Alpine Bank, committed to Colorado and you.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. They also offer finance plans that come with no payments for 2 years. 5280 Exteriors is a locally owned company that has been in business for 20 years and knows the Colorado climate. They are a 2024 and 2025 James Hardy President's Club winner. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Join Will Peterson after every playoff hockey game live from the ice, brought to you by Denver Deck Builders. The Denver Sports Team breaks down the sights, sounds, and emotions of every goal exclusively online across Denver Sports socials.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
What's up, everybody? Cecil Lammy here for my friends SodaDietAndNutrition.com. Listen, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds with soda, and I'm never going back. Haven't gained the weight back. Why? Because with soda, I learned how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. And it's so fantastic to do weight loss the right way. There's no mystery pills. I'm not giving myself a shot, and there's no mystery chemicals that I'm putting into my body. This is knowing real food will bring you real results. And speaking of real, soda got me a real nutritionist, a personalized nutritionist that would work with me one-on-one via text when I had questions, concerned, and just sometimes straight up needed encouragement. Your weight loss journey, you've got a friend, you've got help, and that is Soda. They can be there for you just like they were there for me. I look and feel 10 years younger. I got my confidence back, and right now you can join Soda, and your partner joins for free. That's 2 people. Real accountability for the price of 1. Soda changed my life, and I thank them so much. SodaDietNutrition.com. Call them up 866-800-SODA, because soda is state of the art.
June hits different at Coors Field. Don't miss the Chicago Cubs and Boston Red Sox coming to town for 2 great series. Baseball at altitude, summer nights, big moments. We're here for the climb. Get tickets now at Rockies.com/tickets.
Even a low-speed crash can feel like falling off a 3-story building. Nobody is above the laws of physics. Click it or ticket. Buckle up and shift into safe. A message from CDOT.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Regen RX. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
The All-NBA teams came out over the weekend, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bring some mixed feelings.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. 2 guys are in there. We should be happy, right?
Pretty cool, man. It actually is pretty cool, the fact that Nikola Jokic, first-team All-NBA for a 6th time. Like, guys.
Yeah, he's used to it.
6 first-team All-NBA appearances?
That's hard, man.
Like, dude, it's really hard. Like David Robinson, like first ballot Hall of Famer, former MVP of the league. He had 4. Moses Malone won 2 MVPs. One of the great all-time players, arguably, the greatest individual rebounder for his size in NBA history. He got 4. Like Steph Curry, you could argue is one of the 10 best players ever. Got 4. Jokic just got 6. Like Barkley got 5. The Iceman George Gervin got 5. Jason Kidd, first ballot Hall of Famer, got 5. 6 is insane, Phil.
He's gonna get another one next year too.
Yeah, he probably will.
Hopefully, he's with the Nuggets though.
6. Well, yes, that would be nice. That'd be a nice place to start. Oh my gosh.
6. Wow.
6, and then we talked about this a week or 2 ago. 6 consecutive years either finishing first or second in MVP. Only Bill Russell and Larry Bird ever did that. So obviously they fell way short of expectation. But the individual accolades are what we have right now to cling to. And so Jamal Murray, he gets 3rd-team All-NBA. He gets a postseason honor since he was 2nd-team All-Rookie a decade ago. And you have a pair of teammates for the Denver Nuggets on an all-NBA team together. This is, I'll throw this out to our guys behind the glass. Do we remember the trivia question? This is like from a month ago, the last time that 2 Denver Nuggets were on the all-NBA team. Any guesses? We got it right. We got it right. The last 2
was
teammates.
Was it the team after Melo left?
It was not.
Okay. I'm out
then. It was Melo and...
Would it be Chauncey?
Chauncey.
Okay.
Yes, the last time. You got to go. That's a long time ago.
That is a long time.
That's the last time that 2 Denver Nuggets were on an all-NBA team together. But I said I had mixed feelings because for years, we have asked Jamal Murray to become the best version of himself, a consistent version of himself that we just hadn't seen.
We begged him to.
Literally.
Like, please just go out there and help Jokic out.
And he finally answered the bell and got 3rd team All-NBA, man. That's a huge deal. So he got the All-Star. This is even bigger of a deal to be on an All-NBA team. Just 15 guys. That's it.
Now tell me this. Should he have been 2nd team? I'm not going to go first. We know Jamal wasn't going to be 1st team. But 2nd. Number 2.
Yeah, the argument's there. Yeah, the argument is there. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson. The argument.
Yeah, you could probably argue that Jamal belonged on there above Kevin Durant.
Okay. All right.
I probably wouldn't have him over any other guy. But, again, this is one of these things where you could argue it, but I understand why he's 3rd team. But so I feel a little bit conflicted because he finally did. Now, in the postseason, when the season was on the line, he became the worst version of himself.
He shriveled up.
For a 2nd consecutive year, matching Game 7 last year against Oklahoma City. So there's that. But in totality, in like big picture, Jamal Murray's stock has never been higher as an individual. Maybe you could point to after the championship season, but the reason I feel conflicted is because he finally did throughout the regular season what we asked him to do, and now might be the single most perfect time to actually trade him because you're never going to get more bang for your buck and free up that kind of money than right now.
Well, this is the time. The time is now, Z. I mean, I love Jamal Murray and what he has brought to the table. He brought us a championship, too. It wasn't just Jokic. But also, it wasn't good enough. He did everything right, played the best year of his career, but yet they were out in the 1st round. And he was a big reason why. Wasn't just on Jokic.
No.
And so if you can get something for him, all right, and a couple things that can help this team out, some youth, some athletic ability, it might be time to move on. I would be trying to move on. I'd be trying to move on from maybe Jamal, Aaron Gordon. Of course, I'm keeping Payton Watson, and then obviously we have to keep Christian Brown because the contract hasn't even kicked in yet. But if you can get rid of Jamal Murray and AG, bring in some other guys that are athletic, that can shoot, they may not be as good as him right now, but can help Jokic out, I'm all in for it, Z. Anything to get this going for us to at least try to get to another championship.
Yeah, I'm open to it in a way that I've never been. I really think you have to consider it, and in fact, I do think you have to do it. As I've said here for the last couple of weeks, in today's NBA especially, can your 2 best players be your 2 worst defenders in Jokic and Jamal? You're not trading Jokic, so that's a non-starter. So what other, stone can you turn over and try to add defense, athleticism to this group and sort of, continue to help Jokic and in some ways mask Jokic, defensively.
Yeah.
Just being real.
No. I like that. Look at you being honest and real.
So
Jokic has to be a better defender. We all know that.
Yeah, and you see, and again, just watching the games over the weekend, you see the level of defense that is being played. It's unbelievable. Between Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and the New York Knicks, it is suffocating.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Man, oh man, oh
Knicks
man.
play defense. All right, Spurs play defense. OKC plays defense. The Vegas Golden Knights, they play defense. And the recipe for success. The Denver Broncos play defense, and actually they did. I'm not even gonna say they did a great job in the AFC Championship.
They did. They were actually mostly dominant in that.
Yeah, they needed more offense. They needed some offensive help. Bo Nix wasn't there, so defense,
or even
wins
just
championship,
or even just better decision making. Take the 3 points, go up by 2 possessions, and let your defense truly take over the strength of your team, as opposed to trying to get it done with your offense when you have a backup quarterback in on 4th down.
Running a bootleg.
God almighty. God, it wasn't a Bronco segment, but
I got just the thing for them.
oh, man.
Stiddy, get in there.
Oh, my God. And then to have that be the play call? Good golly, Miss Molly. Unbelievable. All right. The Colorado Avalanche are on the brink of elimination. How did we get here? That's next.
The season's hanging by a thread. The Avalanche blew a 3-0 lead in Vegas, dropped Game 3 in heartbreaking fashion, and now trailed the series 3-0. To make matters worse, Nathan McKinnon left with an injury, leaving Colorado searching for answers and facing elimination. Can the Avs pull off the impossible, or is this the beginning of the end? Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Spring is here, but if you're feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. Choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center's got the highest quality testosterone, and their providers tailor it to you, so you know it's effective. Put the spring back in your step. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com to book your TRT appointment today.
Dan Jacobs with the tale of two cousins. They were both in the same accident. One cousin said she didn't need a lawyer. And when the insurance company offered her $3,000 and said they would pay all of her medical bills, that cousin was very upset because she cashed that check. And when the medical bills kept coming in, the insurance company was long gone. The other cousin called 303 Law 4040. She was offered $30,000. And when we said no way, the judge used scare tactics trying to get her to accept the lowball offer. That's where a lot of lawyers will try and get their clients to cave in, but not us. We said that's fine. We'll tell her story to a jury. Before we could even get up and walk out of the room, that case settled for $1.1 million. That cousin was very happy. The insurance companies work for their shareholders. At 303 Law 4040, we work for you. You don't have to feel guilty about asking for what's fair. We hope you never need us, but accidents do happen, so go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Are you considering GLP-1 injections for weight loss? Before you start, ask yourself this. Are you prepared to spend $3,000 to $5,000 per year and stay on the medication long term to maintain the results? Many prescription weight loss injections require weekly shots, and when the medication is stopped, weight regain is common. And here's something most people don't realize. Research shows a significant portion of weight loss can come from muscle, which may slow your metabolism and make keeping weight off even harder. At Colorado Fat Loss, they take a different approach. Their doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days safely and naturally. No injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. Instead, they use real food to reset your metabolism, control hunger and cravings naturally, and help your body burn fat, not muscle. Right now, you can schedule a free phone consultation to see if the program is right for you. Go to coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com.
Results may vary.
Now at McDonald's, everyone can get more of what they want, when they want it, with McValue. You can choose your wake-up call. You can choose your study meal, or even your drive-through dinner.
Ah, the sun is rising, and our breakfast prices are falling. Right now, get a sausage McMuffin, hash browns, and more for under $3 each. Limited time only. Price or participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The game started. Call your dad.
I'm on it, Ma. Hola, Pa.
Hello, hijita. I can't hear you. I'm at the stadium in Monterrey.
Here, shout goal together. Get nonstop talk, text, and data in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada with T-Mobile, America's best network. Switch on the T-Life app or on T-Mobile.com/connectate. On qualifying plans not for extended international use, you must reside in the U.S. In primary usage must occur on our network. Best based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Done right kitchens, baths, counters and floors, finished basements, windows and doors. Our 8% scheduling incentive and bank financing to ask about make a great time to call. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
In the last week of July, you'll find the superstars of rodeo at Cheyenne Frontier Days. Grab your hat, pull on your boots, and join in the Cowboys' favorite rodeo. Cheyenne Frontier Days, the wildest ride in the West.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lemmy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, rolling downhill here on a Tuesday. The Avs are on the brink of elimination in a way that we didn't think was possible here a week ago. 1 week ago.
I thought I'm in a nightmare. Pitch myself.
You are. You are.
But I'm living it.
There very much is a boogeyman underneath the bed. All right. We'll get to it here. Summer's calling. We're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, a pop-up tent, a Bluetooth speaker, and a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Guys, download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. How did we get here, Phil?
Game 1, loss. Game 2, loss. Game 3, we were going to do it. We had all the confidence in the world. Put all your money on the Colorado Avalanche. But they lose again. Now they're down 0-3, Z. Simple as that. Out-executed. All right, they're not playing great defense. Actually, Colorado Avalanche are not playing defense at all. And Scott Wedgwood has not been the best version of himself. That's how we got here. And now our backs are really against the wall. And if you don't win tonight,
man,
it is all over. And we don't get to talk about the Colorado Avalanche playing playoff hockey again until next year.
Man, I spent so much of Saturday saying out loud and to myself, I cannot believe the Avs are down 0-2. And on Friday night in Game 2, the Avs, who had a 1-goal lead in the third period, they were 45-0-0 this season when leading after 2 periods. And now that's 45-1-0. The Golden Knights became the first team to win games 1 and 2 of the Western Conference final on the road since the Kings did it back in 2012. And you have a pairing or a group rather like McKinnon, Brock Nelson, Arturi Lehkonen, and Val Nichushkin, who on Friday night combined for 3 shots on goal.
Come on.
When it was 5-on-5. It feels almost impossible. This is just game 2 before game 3. McKinnon, Nelson, Leckie, and Val. And the Avs had 3 high danger chances all night at 5-on-5. And so they blew it. But going into Sunday, for some reason, I was so confident going into game number 2. I was so confident. And somehow that confidence was matched going into game 3. I'm like,
well, you're talking yourself into it because we've seen the Colorado Avalanche dominate all year long, even in the series or in the playoff series against the Kings in the Wild, that you can talk yourself into saying, you know what, like this isn't the version that we've been watching. They're going to get back on track. In game 3, Kale was back. So now it's like everything goes back to normal and we win it. And that wasn't the case, see?
No, it wasn't the case at all. And I couldn't believe that there the Avs were with a 3-goal lead. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then to give up 5 unanswered goals? 5!
That second period, man, was a disaster.
Dude, like, are you kidding me? I'm flabbergasted. Before Game 3 in Vegas on Sunday night, the Avalanche, in their playoff history, when leading by 3 goals, were 74 wins and 1 loss. The Golden Knights, guys, this year, they didn't win a single game this season when they trailed by 3 goals. The Avs didn't lose a single game this season when they led by 2 goals, and they had a 3-goal lead. And then to lose by multiple goals when you have a 3-goal lead, it should be impossible with this group. But seeing is believing. The fragile nature of this group's balls, let me just say, like,
they may not have any, man.
Well, I'm telling you, like, what's that phrase from Friday Night Lights? Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Well, if you have no heart, no balls, you, of course, will lose.
Oh, yeah, you're losing.
And that's where we're at with this Avs team. They haven't strung 2 periods together in any game.
But why is that? Why do you think? Right? You've watching these games. I'm watching these games. All right, game 3, Leckie's Kale's back in the mix. You have Leckie on the first line, but yet you give up a 3-0 lead. Like, what in the world is going on? You have Nathan McKinnon. I know he got hurt later on, but not at the beginning of the game.
No.
So what's going on with these dudes?
I think, honestly, they feel right now to me, and I feel so bad saying this, but I have to call balls and strikes here. This is a huge deal that's happening to Colorado. They're front runners.
Damn.
They're front runners. When things are going well, they're the best team you've ever laid eyes on. And when things are not going well, they turtle. And I wish this wasn't the case, but here's the reality. Here's a fact, Jack. Open up your ears here. The combination of Bednar, Gabe Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, and Cale Makar. They are 0-5 in series when they're down 2-1. They are 0-4 when series are tied 2-2. They are 0-7 when down 3-2 in a series, and they are 0-4 in Game 7s.
Damn.
It's real history that we're drawing from here. This is not an isolated incident, and it is incredible that the Avs won the Cup in 2022. Thank God they got one. I feel like we're doing the Nuggets conversation. Thank God they got one. But the reality of the situation, you go back to 2022, they never trailed in any series. They never truly felt stress. They felt some stress like we felt maybe in points of the Kings series. Like, kind of feel some stress, but never like truly feel your mortality. When this group has felt their mortality, they have never been able to overcome it, ever. Full stop. That's just the real history of it. And to go down like this, like Vegas is doubling up the Avs in goals on the series. If you just combine the score's 12-6. It's not close.
They're whooping their ass.
They are. And I'm sure you'll hear someone try to spin this thing like a top.
Well, I said they're getting dominated, and Drew didn't like me saying that. Don't say that. Well, they are. They're losing. They're down 3-0. That to me is like you're getting dominated, man. You're not scoring the points that you need to score. They are. They're playing better defense than you. You guys don't have a defense. They have a better goaltender than you do right now. Our goaltender sucks butt right now. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's just it's serious. They know it.
It's not close to good enough. It's not close. So good enough. And so Blackwood's going to get the start tonight. If I were Bednar, I'd do the same thing. You're just looking for any type of spark. Any type of spark. On McKinnon's status for tonight, this was Jared Bednar earlier today.
I think we'll be able to use him. Yeah, he's feeling a lot better today. We'll see when he gets on the ice tonight and what the game brings, but he's feeling pretty good today and feels like he'll be ready to go.
It looked like Bednar asked Nate if he could play on the power play.
Yeah.
Nate said yes, and it didn't look right. It just did not look right. And you have one of those bone bruises. Nikola Jokic, part of his thing was, it was like baby hyperextension, but it was a bone bruise. Cam Johnson during the season had a bone bruise. Like, to turn around, less than 48 hours after having a bone, like, I have no idea what version of Nate we're going to get tonight. And Nate's been ineffective. That's the other thing. He's been ineffective.
What version are we going to get from Nate? Netjes, can he score a goal? Kale, I know you're hurt. You still got to do something.
Oh, Phil.
You lose, you go home.
Well, the series isn't over yet. What does NHL history tell us about teams in this exact spot as the Avs, and what's our confidence level that the Avs can try to just pick up a win tonight? That's next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here, and if you're a guy over 50 dealing with an enlarged prostate, you need to know about PAE, prostate artery embolization. It's minimally invasive, done through a tiny pinhole, and you're back home the same day. Most men who have PAE don't experience any sexual side effects associated with conventional prostate surgery. At Colorado Advanced Endovascular, their experienced team offers specialized prostate treatments with near zero impact on sexual function. Top-tier radiologists, boutique setting, personalized care in Lakewood. Go to coloradoae.com.
I'm Rob Wilhite, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been fighting for seriously injured car accident victims in Colorado. Serious accidents demand serious representation. We dig into every detail of your case, and we don't back down until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you or someone you love has been seriously injured in a car accident, call the Wilhite Law Firm today at 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com.
For many of us, it's happened before. Your hair is thinning, crowns disappearing. Maybe the hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. The solution that worked for me, it's an incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts growing your own natural hair the very next day. And it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's the Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what if you want your own natural hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to world-class Dr. Tanya Paul's, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's why Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, or struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Growing a business is hard enough. Figuring out where to advertise shouldn't be a thing that holds you back. Your customers are listening to this station. Heck, you are. They're streaming Denver's biggest games on their TVs. They're tuned into the podcasts everyone's talking about. We help you show up in all three with one plan, one team, and results you can actually see. We've helped businesses like yours grow for years. Let us show you how. Visit DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Mountain High Appliances Clearance Center. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. Save up to 60% on brand new appliances from Bosch, GE, LG, KitchenAid, and more. Amazing savings on out-of-box, discontinued, and floor models. Plus, we'll match any local competitor's price. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Now, it may feel like it to some, but the series is not over yet.
It's not?
It's not over yet.
The sky has not fallen?
It's kind of fallen. I kind of feel it on my head right now. Oh,
So
man.
a little hot, huh?
Man, oh, man, oh, man. What does NHL history tell us about teams in this exact spot? Look, it's not unprecedented. It's not unprecedented. We have seen teams come back from down 3-0. In baseball, it was a 2004, I believe, Red Sox, ALCS, right? Like you're in a championship series against your rival, and you literally are like people like thought was cursed, like an actual cursed organization. The Red Sox hadn't won a title since 1918, I think it was, but seeing is believing. I watched it. I remember it was the biggest story in all of sports. But make no mistake, that's exactly what this will be. If the Avs come back and win, it'll be considered amongst the greatest comebacks in the history of sport.
But it's crazy that we're even talking about it like this.
Of course it is.
Right? Like, they can make history. Well, what type of history? Coming back. Well, this team just won the President's Trophy. They've been so dominant. What are you talking about coming back? That's where we are with the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche, their backs are truly against the wall now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You lose, you go home. And you're supposed to have the best team out there. And the Vegas Knights, Golden Knights, that is, all right, with an interim head coach, they're getting ready to beat you. They're one game away from sweeping your ass.
Crazy.
What in the world is going on?
Crazy. So there's been 4 teams in NHL history to do it. I'm sure you guys have heard that at some point today. 4 teams in the history of this sport have come back down from being down 0-3. The Toronto Maple Leafs back in the midst of World War II, 1942, right? Over the Red Wings, who had a 3-0 lead over Toronto. That was in the Stanley Cup, by the way.
I remember that game.
Down
floating around, just watching.
Down 0-3 in the Stanley Cup is crazy.
Yeah.
A long time ago, right? The New York Islanders in 1975 was down 0-3, fell to the Penguins. They came back and won. It happened in more modern history. The Flyers in 2010 were down 0-3 to the Boston Bruins, who let that series get back to even and then ultimately lose. Philly comes back from down 0-3. And then 4 years after that, in 2014, the Los Angeles Kings were down 0-3 to San Jose, and the Kings were able to come back and win. So it's not like it hasn't happened before, but if you've been playing for over 100 years and you can think of 4 teams to ever do it, you have to ask yourself, do you believe in your heart of hearts that the Avs are such an exception to this historical rule that you can't get down 0-3 that they're able to come back? We can start having those conversations if they win a game or two. How do you feel on a day like today on the brink of elimination?
See, I don't feel great. And to be honest with you, I do not believe that the Colorado Avalanche are winning tonight. Point to something that's going to let me have more faith that they're going to win tonight.
I'll point to something.
Please.
They are, on paper, not only competitive, but they're, on paper, they are out shooting them, but more scoring chances, more high danger chances, and they just haven't been able to break through and actually execute.
And what's the series right now?
0-3.
So on paper, what you've said multiple times, the Avalanche have been doing everything right. But yet, when you watch that damn game with all of our eyes, our 2 eyes, somebody might have 3.
Or 1.
Or 1, yeah.
That's more likely, actually.
Or none. You can listen to it.
True.
But no matter what, the Avs are losing the games, and they don't look good when you're watching them play. They don't look good defensively. Wedgie has not looked the greatest.
No.
Especially the last 2 games. You're pivoting and going to Blackwood because of that, because you think he's going to add a spark. All right, your top 6 not playing elite enough. Nathan McKinnon has been quiet. Netches has been quiet, although he did have a really great assist.
He did.
I want to see more goals, right? Scoring goals. That's the name of the game. Score more than your opponent. The Avs are not doing that. Lecky is just there, Z. He's just on the left wing just chilling, saying, "What's up, man? Grab me a beer." So, when I'm watching the game, they don't look like they want to play and win.
Well, it's...
See, they might play for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they just disappear.
I can't even give you too much pushback. They had
60 minutes of hockey, and they're only playing good hockey for maybe 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say they haven't strung together 2 periods yet in a game. Game 1, the 3rd period. Game 2, the 2nd period. Game 3, the 1st period. So if you're unable to string together multiple periods within any one game, what would lead me to believe that you're capable of winning 5 consecutive games and putting together a more complete brand of hockey? I can't, but sports are crazy, and maybe, just maybe, and this is why I was so, going into Sunday night's game, I'm like, just win this game. If you win this game, it'll be incredible how the pressure will flip back over.
Momentum shifts.
Even if you lost game 4 and you come back to game 5 in Denver and win that one, they're going to be thinking game 6 is a must-win because we don't want to go back to Denver for a game 7, despite no members of this Avs team ever winning a game 7 in an Avalanche uniform. But still, that would be going Vegas is the underdog. So if you applied real pressure on them and flipped the dynamic of the series, that'd be worth something. But they didn't. And in fact, they blew it in historical fashion.
So where are you at? You feel like this team can do it still? Colorado Avalanche, 2026.
No, I'd be misrepresenting myself and being disingenuous, honestly, if I said I believed it. If they give me evidence to believe, I'll believe it. And I can't point to shots on goal or, high danger chances that haven't been capitalized on reasons why I believe the team can go win 4 straight.
Yeah.
I just can't. Now, I'll pass along the stats for you just to have a more nuanced conversation and give context. Through the 3 games here in the Western Finals, Colorado leads in shot attempts 217 to 151. They lead in shots 103 to 76. They lead in scoring chances 103 to 70. They lead in high danger chances 36-29. And here they find themselves down 0-3 in a series where not only are they massive favorites before it started, they've been favored in every single game, including tonight.
Which is insane. How are you favored and you're down 0-3?
It's close. It's barely. I'll double check it, but they were minus 115 this morning. Yeah. They're still the favorite. They're still the favorite. And so here we are. You point to the power play, the Avs. We talked about this throughout the regular season. This could cost you, and not that it's singularly costing you, but when you go 1 of 9 on the series, it's a dynamic. You look at the block shots. Vegas has 61. Colorado just 42. I mean, that's an indicator of toughness and laying it on the line. But the reality is, despite all those advantages that we point to, shots on goal, high danger chances, scoring chances, you're getting doubled up in the series. The combined score is 12-6. The Avs not only are down 0-3, they haven't lost a single game by just 1 goal.
Name of the game, score more than your opponent. The Avs cannot do that. Even when they're up, they find a way to lose the game.
Crazy. All right, we'll hear from Bednar. We'll get back to a full-blown Avalanche pregame show at the top of the hour and really comb through the layers and hear from Jared Bednar earlier today, his explanation for going with Mackenzie Blackwood tonight, the status of Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar. We'll get to all of that and give our ultimately a prediction. But we're also 1 week from today, the Broncos will be back on the field. I have a question on what they'll be actually accomplishing without their quarterback. Also, a story from Justin Simmons about Sean Payton that you have to hear. We'll get to all of it as we're on the doorstep of 40 consecutive minutes of commercial-free sports talk coming up next.
Parents, looking for a fun way to get your kid active this summer?
Are you kidding me?
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan's 3rd annual Be a Mentor, Be a Fan Youth Football Camp is back. Brought to you by Walmart. Saturday, June 27th at Denver South High School's All-City Stadium. Your child ages 8 to 14 will learn the fundamentals of football in a safe, hands-on environment from people who played the game at the highest level. We're talking former Denver Broncos Mark Schlereth, Phillip Lindsay, and Brandon Stokely, along with a trusted coaching staff from Denver South. And every dollar raised goes to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Colorado. So your family is giving back just by showing up. Sign up today at DenverSports.com/camp. That's DenverSports.com/camp.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. Home repairs shouldn't feel overwhelming. That's why Homestrong is your one-stop shop. Family-owned, 20-plus years of experience, and the highest-rated structural company in the state with more than 300 5-star Google reviews. Guys, if you see cracks, water issues, or a cold, dirty crawl space, start with a free inspection and quote. Homestrong handles everything: foundation repair, basement waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation, concrete lifting, decorative concrete, even turning crawl spaces into fully finished basements without calling another contractor. Guys, financing is available, lifetime transferable warranty. You'll never go wrong with Homestrong.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Denver Deck Builders is the #1 deck builder in Colorado. With me is the owner, Ron Gibbous. What is the advantage in building a new deck or replacing the old one?
If you were to spend $50,000 on a deck, probably increases the home value by $25,000 to $35,000. You will get some of it back when you sell the home. But do you want to use it to spend time outside with your family, with your friends, building memories and building relationships?
Start dreaming about your outdoor living space. Denver Deck Builders. Go to ddbonthefan.com.
What's up, guys? Phillip Lindsay here. And summer is already here. Tee times, perfect drives, and enjoying the greens with your family and friends. But if joint pain is holding you back, keeping you off the golf course, discover natural pain-free relief with Regen RX. Their shockwave, stem cell, and PRP therapy could be the key to reclaiming your swing and active golfing life. No surgery, no downtime, and no risk. Right now, they're offering a limited number of consultations. Text PAIN to 303-630-9770 to see if you're a candidate. Don't wait any longer. Go see my friends at Regen RX right now.
In the playoffs, games are won and lost in overtime, where the pressure is at its highest. In your facility, overtime starts the moment the power goes down. That's when experience makes the difference. For over 40 years, Piper Electric has delivered expert electrical construction, service, and maintenance, including fire alarms and large-scale power distribution. Their licensed electricians are built for high-pressure situations and complex projects. Starting something new? Make the call that keeps you out of overtime. Include Piper Electric. Visit piperelectric.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here on behalf of my friends at American Financing. How much of your paycheck disappears before you even get to enjoy it? Credit cards, car payments, medical bills. It feels like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul every month. But here's the good news. If you own a home, American Financing can help you make your equity into your exit strategy. They'll help you consolidate your debt, calibrate your budget, and conquer your financial stress. We all want to live without that weight, and your home's equity could help you do just that. Their salary-based mortgage consultants look at your entire financial picture. The average customer saves $800 a month. You may delay 2 mortgage payments, and you may close in as fast as 10 days. Guys, there's no upfront fees and no obligation. Free up cash flow for the things that actually matter. Call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Ben Franklin here to talk to you about water filtration. Unfiltered water in your home is no joke. Did you know tap water can shorten the life of your pipes and, even worse, be dangerous to your family's health? Our punctual plumbers can install a whole home system that filters water before it enters your pipes. Visit BenjaminFranklinPlumbing.com or call 877-BEN-1776 to request an appointment.
Go with the flow, the local pros call Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Stream Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, we'll get back to Avalanche here at the top of the hour. So just about 13 minutes from now, and really comb through all the layers of – and there are layers. Holy smokes.
A bunch of layers.
Yeah. We'll comb through them all. We'll hear from Jared Bednar in just a little bit. But before we get to that, we are 1 week from Broncos being back on the field, man. Not just strength and conditioning. They're going to be doing football stuff in 7 days.
Let's go.
And, from your perspective, being in OTAs through the years, how much can you get accomplished if your quarterback is not available?
Z, it's not about the quarterback right now. Of course, you want him there to start to kind of mesh with someone like Waddle, all right? But this is about yourself. You have so much time to be with your quarterback when camp starts, when camp arrives. But before that, OTAs is about fine-tuning things, working on things that you struggled with last year, all right, getting into shape. This is about me, myself, and I. And what I used to do in actually my rookie year, I didn't know anything about OTAs. I just knew that I had to make this team. And I actually shined during OTAs because it was team periods.
Sure.
And I was able to go against, I was the 4s, and sometimes they put the 4s against the 1s just so the 1s could get a look and they could look really good. But at times that helped somebody like me shine because now I'm one-on-one with Brendan Marshall, the linebacker, or I'm doing a wheel route against Sue Cravens, all right, as a safety, and I'm coming down with the ball. Nobody's looking, right? Nobody's allowed at practices, but I'm coming down with the ball. All that was doing to the coaches is saying, hey, keep an eye on number 2 because that's who I was. It wasn't Pastor 10 at the time.
That's
right.
It
was old Phillip Lindsay.
That's right.
So it was like, keep an eye on number 2. Then guess what? The next day, got another opportunity. So it didn't matter about the quarterback to me. It mattered that I was out there executing the plays, all right, going through it, through some of the motions, and actually shining. Now, some of these players like J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, this is a time for you to get ahead of your endurance, get ahead of your stamina, things like that. And then when time comes along, you're ready to go. When Bo Nix is there, you're ready to go. We also have to remember they're going through so much meeting time. Bo Nix is in every single meeting.
That's right.
He's going through his cadences, even in the meeting, saying, hey, guys, this is what I want done. And for someone like Jared Stidham, Z, this is your time to shine. All right, you didn't get a lot of opportunities last year. You were sitting there, warming up the seat, eating some popcorn because Bo Nix was able to stay healthy throughout the whole entire season until playoffs came rolling around. So for Stidham this time, this is your time to go out there and throw the ball. Find ways to make yourself better because you may be called upon early this year if something happens to Bo, and we need to all be able to rely on you to get the job done this time.
Well, man,
how you feel about it, man?
Well, obviously, look, I believe everything you're saying. You have the experience of it, and I don't. I just like for an offense that has a new play caller and a new star wide receiver to not have your quarterback during this period. It's just a downer. It's just a downer.
For sure.
And I'm sure like everyone's going to find value in the way that you're describing with the reps that they're given. But it stinks, man. It stinks. Given those 2 new dynamics, those 2 new moving parts, to not have Bo available, it just stinks. That's all. You mentioned J.K. Dobbins there in passing. Do you expect J.K. Dobbins to be out there running around?
I expect J.K. Dobbins not to just be running around, but to be full speed. All right, like word was coming out that J.K. Dobbins, if we were to get to the Super Bowl, he was going to play in it. Now, he wasn't going to be fully healthy, but he was going to be healthy enough to be out there. Well, he's been sitting here getting better, healing, still going through rehab. My guessing is going through drills on his own, so he's strengthening his foot, his ankle. And he should be out there during OTAs with his brothers, right? This is the time for you to get out there, compete against R.J. Harvey, teach Coleman, who's going to be there during OTAs.
Right.
This is the time to be out there and show that you are the leader of the running back room, that you are healthy, and getting a step on it before camp actually starts.
Well, most of the league is already on the field. The Broncos are arriving late, and they're doing basically the least amount of OTA work of any team in the NFL, and that's probably, well, we know it's purposeful, right? Yeah. If you're going to be super like the grind of like a 1998 training camp, if that's what it's going to be here in 2026, like you have to pick your spots, with this group.
And it's a veteran-savvy group, Z.
It is.
Like this other than Jalen Waddle, who is a vet at himself, he doesn't know this offense just yet. So, like, it would be good to get Bo Nix out there with Waddle. That's not going to happen during OTAs.
Right.
But everybody else has been through it. They know how Sean works. They know how Bo Lowry works. So, for them, it's like, hey, go out there, do your part, go home. We shouldn't have to go through a bunch of stuff because we have the same offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Well, Sean Payton, but also Davis Webb, who's going to run some of the same things. But I'm talking more so defensively too. You got the same defensive coordinator in Vance Joseph, pretty much the same defense. All right, everybody's intact. So just go out there, get your work done, go home, and truly get ready for camp.
Yeah, it's a ton of continuity, a ton, the most in the entire NFL. Even with some, additions and departures like John Franklin Myers, Jalen Waddle, in and out of the fold. Okay, well, here we go. 1 week. It's just weird. It's just weird seeing the rest of the league. You're seeing these, footage from practice, and they're out there. Cameras are out there. Saw Lamar Jackson showed up for OTAs. Good for him.
Where's Josh at?
I don't know.
Still rehabbing?
I'm not sure. But so this time next week, the guys will be on the field, and we'll see how it all looks. Justin Simmons. On a podcast. I believe it was a golfing podcast, I want to say.
Yeah, he loves golf.
He does love golf.
You golf with him, right?
I did not golf with him, but was at his golfing event and hung out with him after.
Friend now.
Hey, maybe my best friend.
He's your best
maybe my best friend in the world.
Jay's a good dude, man.
Yeah, and we need to try to get him in here as well. I'm gonna shoot him a message, and you should too. Yeah. We try to tag team, get his butt in here. But he was on a golfing podcast, and he was asked, "Hey, do you have any Sean Payton stories?" And have you heard this yet?
No.
Okay, all right. So this is Justin Simmons from very recently, asked if he had any Sean Payton stories. This is what he said.
Oh, I shared this one the other day. So Sean is like he's like a really big no sleeves guy. Like, doesn't want you to wear like the swag sleeves, not long sleeves or anything like that.
Oh, like the compression.
Yeah. Like a shooting sleeve.
Why?
He calls them fumble sleeves, or something of the sort. Like he just had a problem with them sometime in the past, and so no offensive players are allowed to wear it.
That makes sense.
If you look, and then so I'm in practice, he comes up to me because I wear double sleeves. I started off just wearing one throughout my career, then I switched to just double. And he comes up to me in one of our first practices, and he goes, "Simmons." Look up to him. He's like, "Hey, you're not wearing sleeves anymore." And I'm like, "Yes, I am. I am going to wear sleeves." And he's like, "No, you're not. You're not wearing any more sleeves." And we went back and forth. I'm like, "Coach, I have however many interceptions. I've fumbled the ball one time. I'm not." He's like, "Yo, you're not wearing sleeves." I was like, "Okay, we'll see you on Sunday. I'm going to wear my sleeve."
Did you?
I wore my sleeves. I wore my sleeves. Like he was going to bench you. But he's like, he got the last laugh because I got let go. So that's always my that's always my punchline at the end of telling something like that.
That's a fun little story from Justin Simmons there about his first interaction at a practice with Sean Payton, going after the sleeves.
I mean, I understand offensively. Like, the sleeves can be slippery, but you know
Can they really be?
They really can, but they have the new ones. Nike has come up with these new ones where it has, like, the glove. You know how the gloves have grip? They have some grip on the sleeves as well.
Okay.
So they don't it's not just like a sleeve with it just being slippery. Like, there's some grip on it. But I understand offensively, you're holding on to the ball, and these guys defensively are so good at punching that ball out now that you just don't want to have anything on there. You don't want to have any excuses or anything they can use against you. Now, defensively, Z, come on. How many times are you going to truly, recover a fumble, take it to the house, or intercept the ball and take it to the house? It's going to happen, but not all the time. And so telling a defensive guy, and by the way, PS2, Pat Surtain, he always has double sleeves.
Oh, my gosh, he does.
He still has double sleeves till this day.
You're right.
So it's like, how are you going to tell one person like Justin Simmons, who's been in the league for a very long time and has had a lot of success, that he's not going to wear sleeves anymore? But I guarantee you're not telling Pat Surtain that.
Right.
And so I think maybe that was another excuse, if it's true, of why Jay got let go, is because, like, hey, he's battling with me, and if I'm Sean, he's going back and forth with me about sleeves. What else is he going to go back and forth with me about if I ask him to do something else? So there's always something. If somebody wants you gone, you're gone.
I was just going to say that, like, it might have been, so if you're Sean Payton and you're coming into this scenario, we're getting in a little rabbit hole, but I'm glad we're here. If you're Sean Payton and you're coming into the fold and you're looking at a losing operation, a long-standing losing operation, and Justin's a leader and the face of the team, or one of the faces of the team, it's unfair. It's unfair because Justin like yourself and like a handful of others, like we're winning players on a losing team. Football over 50 guys play. This isn't basketball.
No.
And so, but if you're coming in and you're looking to shake things up, I honestly think of Brandon McManus the same way.
Yeah.
Where it's like Sean Payton comes in and wait, our kicker is the NFLPA rep and he's sitting courtside at the Nuggets?
Well, and it's the little things like with Jay, it's like, hey, you're not wearing sleeves. And then Justin goes and wears sleeves on a Sunday. It's pretty much telling the coach, you don't have any power over me.
Right.
I'm getting paid $80 million. You're going to play me. So, like, whatever you say does not matter. And so for Sean, who's running the team at that time, it's like, I'm going to show you that I'm the captain of this ship.
Right.
And everything is going to go my way. And so you can do something like that, right? It's petty, but it could happen.
Yeah, it's very interesting that, again, this is something that, like, one, we didn't know happened, right?
No.
And it's a small micro story.
Yeah, is it the biggest reason? Probably.
No, but if you kind of have it in your head that I'm going to shake this entire operation up, and you think of the team captains, Justin Simmons, team captain, Brandon McManus, team captain.
Yeah.
And so it was like, hey, I'm going to show everyone. I'm not just going to show you. I'm going to show everyone else who's in charge. And so that's just a unique story there from Justin Simmons. That.
But also there's a hierarchy too, Z, right? It's the head coach. Now, if it was the position coach coming at Justin, nothing would have been said, right? Justin could have said, no, I'm not doing that, and nothing's going to come about it. But because it is Sean Payton, and Sean Payton saying this is what you're going to do, now there's some friction there. I'll never forget there was a receiver, Z. There was a receiver, and I'm not going to say his name right now, but he's played for a very long time, very decorative. And Coach Azani, right, receivers coach at the time, said, hey, this is how I want you to do things. This is how I want you to go from point A to point B. And the receiver looks at him and says, Super Bowls, All Pros, Pro Bowls. I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Now, you teach those young kids that, and that's when Cortland Sutton was there. But you're not going to teach me these things that I don't believe in. He said that in front of everybody. And it's kind of like, would you say that in front of a head coach? I don't know. I know this receiver probably would. He did not care.
Emmanuel did not care.
He did not care. He would come up to the show.
Oh, my gosh.
And duke it out if you wanted him to. He'll come up to the show right now and
talk.
He
did. Oh, my gosh.
He does not care.
Oh, my gosh. I'm saying that. Phil didn't say that. I'm speculating. We're not sure. But all right. This is KKFN. And KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. And KARSFM Laramie. We are coming with it, and we are coming for it. It's Zach By and Phillip Lindsay, and we are The Drive, powered by Regen RX. Woo! Man, rolling downhill hour number 4 here on a game day. There's a small part of me where it's like, it doesn't feel like an Avalanche playoff game day, but it is.
You know, you're decked out in all the Avs gear. Usually I am too on a game day.
Right.
On a game day, that's my thought process. Like, hey, let's get the Avs gear on, the Rockies gear on if they're doing well, Denver Broncos in the playoffs, Nuggets, I got a Nuggets hat. But today, Z, you're decked out. I'm not. It does not feel like a game day. It doesn't. It feels like it's already over. It's over before it's over, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how I feel.
Man, this weekend was rough. And I'm going to be, just keep it all the way real with you.
Yeah, keep it real.
I was close to driving into the studio yesterday.
For real?
Yes,
On your day off?
Well, I just had so much to say. And I didn't, and had a great day with our family and enjoyed the day off. But at the same time, what we saw Sunday night was so disheartening, so humiliating, if we're just being honest. I mean, blowing a 3-goal lead in a postseason game to go down 0-3? Like, what we're seeing here in this series, like, it's a collapse of epic proportion. So, like, teams were 16 and 278 all-time when trailing a playoff game by 3 or more goals at the end of the first period. 16 and 278. And somehow the Knights were the exception to that rule. Before Game 3 in Vegas, the Avs were 74-1 in franchise playoff history when leading by 3 goals or more. The Knights, guys, they didn't win a single game this season when they trailed by 3 goals. The Avs didn't lose a single game this season when they led by 2 goals, let alone 3. And so you look at where we're at here. Then you go back to Friday and you acknowledge that, the Avs blew it once again in the third period. And the team was 45-0-0 this year when leading after 2 periods. And so, you put all these energies together and they're intersecting at once. This is not a run-of-the-mill sweep or a potential sweep and being down 0-3. This is a historic collapse where the Avs have been the favorites in every game, including tonight, by the way, and are on the doorstep of a sweep. And it's hard to reconcile. It's hard to understand how a team that had been called some version of a juggernaut, wagon, steamroll, whatever, all year long.
Yeah, all year.
To watch them hit adversity and roll over like their Ball Arena counterpart, the Denver Nuggets. It's the same conversations. They're being bullied. They're being outmuscled. They're being emasculated, quite frankly, by a team that is not supposed to be here in Vegas.
No, but also the team that's not supposed to be here is feeling well at home, feeling like, hey, we are supposed to be here, and everybody else has been disrespecting us. We have guys on the team, and you said this earlier, there's 12 guys on the Vegas Golden Knights that have done it before, have won it before. The coach, the interim head coach who has done it before, and they're showing everybody that if you are you guys are together, right? If you're doing things the right way, if you're disciplined, if you play good defense, you can win. And they're doing something that the Avalanche are not doing. Well, 2 things. They're playing good defense, but they're being very patient with it. And they're taking advantage of opportunities. The Vegas Golden Knights, that is. When it's open, they're taking advantage of it, and they're scoring goals because of it. They haven't been the sexiest looking team, but they're doing things the right way, and that's why they're winning this series.
And what do we talk about in the postseason? It's not about sexy hockey.
No.
Maybe 1 out of every 4 goals has a highlight nature to it, but most of them are the gritty, greasy sandpaper, just fighting for your life to get that rubber saucer behind that goaltender.
This is the playoffs. Give me a 3. I don't want a 10. I want a 3. Somebody that's ready to go. All right, you're in the club, you're in the bar, you're looking at that 3 or 5. You're not looking at a 10.
Well, the later it gets, though. Well, speaking of threes, through 3 games of the Western Conference Finals, the Avs have somehow outshot the Vegas Golden Knights in shot attempts. They lead the Vegas Golden Knights in shots as well. They lead in scoring chances, and they lead in high danger chances. That's the Avs over the Knights in all those categories, but it doesn't matter. And it's what I was saying on Friday. It's value over volume. The Avs can point to some raw numbers that say they're actually the better team. You can point to some analytics that say the Avs are the better team. But being down 0-3 is being down 0-3. And this hasn't been close. The Avs have yet to lose a game by a goal. Every single loss has been multi-goal. How do you give up 5 unanswered goals?
You're not disciplined. You're out of your zone. You're not fighting for that extra second to help wedge you out. And then Wedgwood needs to step up and make some bigger saves, which, by the way, now he's sitting there cheering on Blackwood tonight because he's not doing his part. And so now for Bednar, it's like, what do? We have to create some type of spark. Blackwood, get in there.
Yep.
Hopefully you can save the day. Hopefully you can save this playoff season, because if Blackwood does not do well in between the pipes tonight, they will lose. And if the Avalanche do not adapt to defensively, maybe being more defensive heavy, they're going to lose tonight because nothing else is changing. The defense has been suspect all series long, Z. Manson, all right? Malinsky has been horrible. Kale is banged up. He's hurt. He can sit here and say he is fine and he feels great. No, he doesn't. All right, the reason why that man is out there because he feels the pressure of his teammates. And when Bednar went out there and went through a hot mic and said it's on Kale, that put pressure on that man to go out there and play when he really didn't want to be out there. But now it's like, if I don't go out there and we lose again, people are going to blame me because the coach said I could have won. It's on me if I want to play. That's crazy.
Well, in terms of the Blackwood dynamic that you referenced sort of maybe 90 seconds ago, it is going to be Mackenzie Blackwood in between the pipes. Of course, it should be, not because you just have undying belief in Mackenzie Blackwood, but the Wedgwood experience isn't working. Not saying that Wedgie is at the top of the list of problems, but he's also not at the top of the list of solutions either. He's been unequivocally the worst of the 4 goaltenders here in the conference finals. It's not close, all right? This was Jared Bednar earlier today on switching it up to Mackenzie Blackwood tonight.
So that was exactly my message to him. Like, we have nothing to lose, and like this series, obviously, it's the first time he's entering it. It's not like we're putting the weight of the series on Mackenzie, right? Like, I think Mackenzie's the type of guy and goalie that plays better when he's loose and confident, and he's been doing the work to make sure that he's ready and prepared. So I just told him, like, I kind of went back and talked to him a little bit about the San Jose days, like they're a rebuilding team. We'd go in there and play them, put up 55, 60 shots, and we'd win 1-0, and like, he's not going to face 60 shots tonight. And I feel like if he's loose and confident and playing his game, he has the ability to not only win us games, but steal us games. And we're at 0-3 in the series, so it's not a desperation move. It's just you got to make a change and see if something else works.
Well, I agree with it. It might be too late.
Yeah.
It might be too late. Probably is. NHL history says it is too late. But like you said too, like, this is not about Mackenzie Blackwood putting on a cape and becoming Patrick Waugh. I mean, this is about trying to string together more than one period of good hockey.
Well, he's allowed to, though. If he wants,
he is allowed to.
If he wants to go out there,
he is allowed
and be
to.
Superman tonight, we need that.
Yeah. What is your confidence level out of 10? 10, they're going to win. 1, they're going to lose.
I'm going to go a 2. A 2
for tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Okay.
Tonight. To me, it's over. So even if they do win, do they have enough left in the tank to beat the Vegas Golden Knights and then to move on to the final? I don't know. I don't believe so, with them being so banged up and them having so many lapses defensively.
Yeah, we can't, because you led with they're so banged up.
Yeah.
We can't go there.
I know you don't like that. I had to shoehorn that one in, though, Z.
Yeah, I get it. No, it is a factor.
But I don't want to make it an excuse.
I was going to say, we can't talk about this team for 6 months saying they're the deepest since blank. They're even more deep than 2022. Like, and then 1 or 2 things go wrong. Look, Mark Stone hadn't been in the mix. He comes back, he scores. He's got an assist right out of the gate, by the way.
Yes, he did.
But they're winning multiple games without that guy. And you go back to 2001. The Avs won 2 series on their way to a cup without Peter Forsberg, who's on the Mount Rushmore currently of Colorado Avalanche. They won 2 series without him. This team couldn't win 2 games without Cale Makar.
All right, so scale 1 to 10. All right, 10 being you have that much confidence they're going to win tonight.
For tonight or for the series?
For tonight. 1 meaning let's pack it up. Get ready to talk all Rockies.
I'll go a 4.
A 4.
I'll say a 4.
Or you have a little bit more faith than I do.
Yeah, just because.
Like, what are you pointing at? What are you looking at that's like,
the fact
they can do it. They can do it.
The fact that they do have more shots on goal, more shots, more scoring chances, more high danger chances. Maybe Mackenzie Blackwood is just the spark that they need.
Yeah.
He blocks a bunch of shots. They get way heavier on defense. They buckle down. This was the number 1 defense in the NHL. And maybe they just get a bounce or 2 that they haven't been getting, capitalize in a way that they haven't, and
that's a lot of maybes, man.
This is, you asked me, what am I drawing from? I'm trying to forecast like what it could look like. The Avs are favored tonight,
which is crazy to even think. Like,
it is.
How are they favored? They're down 0-3. They're down 0-3. And Nathan McKinnon's playing, but he's banged up.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know, Z. I know you have the confidence. I know 4, and I know a lot of people still believe. And maybe I'm the bad guy. Maybe I'm the one that
no, because you're asking me about a one-off game.
Yes.
Game 4.
That's it.
Ask me the same question about the series.
All right, what about the series? What's
2.
your confidence?
2.
All right.
1.
So even if they win tonight, it's like,
do I think that this Avalanche team is so exceptional, they're going to become the 5th team in over 100 years of playing the sport to overcome an 0-3 lead? I don't. Because here's the thing. I would like to think that this is a one-off, but it's not. The one-off is the cup. You look at This you never apologize for a championship, and the banner will hang forevermore in Ball Arena and whatever stadium they build after that, and whatever stadium they build after that, 100 years from now. But the reality is, this era of Avalanche hockey, and this stings me so bad to say, but this era of Avalanche hockey, save for the cup run, it's been defined by collapse. They've been favored or amongst the top 2 to 3 favorites for a decade now, nearly. So call it 7 years, 8 years. You go back to, just start with the series. The Avs are up 1-0 halfway through the third period in a gotta-have-it Game 2 at home, and they blow it. They're up 3-0 in a gotta-have-it Game 3 on Sunday, and they blow it.
Blow that one.
In 2025, they're up 2-0. Like, we talk about Mikko Rantanen's hat trick in the third period. We forget the Avs had a 2-0 third period lead a year ago against Dallas.
And let that one slip.
And they lost. The year before that, it's 1-0 in the third period in Game 6 against Dallas. And instead of Mikko, it was Matt Duchene. And that's how you lost. In 2023, they got upset in the first round. They were favored to win every game. And somehow Seattle scored first in every single game, all 7 of them, and upset them in a way that never should have happened in the first round. Go back to the year before the Cup. They blew a 2-0 series lead against these same Vegas Golden Knights. 5 guys that were on that roster are on this one. Go back to the year before that. The Avs blow a 4-3 third period lead with 4 minutes left in a Game 7. 4 minutes left. You're up on Dallas, and you lose. The year before that, they lost Game 7 to San Jose. And they just, for whatever reason, man, and then you go back to the Cup run. What was different about the Cup run?
Yeah, what was it? They were dominant. What was different?
They were dominant, but they never trailed. They never trailed. They never felt the stress. They never tasted their blood and felt their own mortality. And every time they have, in this era of Avs hockey, they have gone away. They roll over. This is insane. The core of the coach, Bednar, with Gabe Landeskog and Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar, when they're down in series 2-1, they're 0-5, Phil. When they're tied in a series 2-2, they're 0-4. When they're down 3-2, they're 0-7. When it gets to Game 7s, they're 0-4. And it's one of these things where it's just dealing with reality. Outside of the Cup run, where they didn't have stress, and they get credit for that. They get credit for that. You went 16-4 on your way to a title. The fact that you were never down, you get credit for that. But every other instance in this era of Avs hockey, when the chips are down, the Avs lose.
But you know what that's called? That's called a front runner. That's called, like, when things are going great, yeah, you look great. But the minute you get punched in that mouth, how do you react? How do you regroup? And for the Colorado Avalanche, and there's history on our side, there's facts right here, they don't punch back. They don't find a way to regroup. They kind of just are who they are, and they win a bunch of games. And that's an issue. That's a player's issue, because somebody has to step up and say enough's enough. That's a coaching issue, because if you're Jared Bednar and you've been there for, 10 plus years, and yet you keep on dealing with the same thing, that when you guys get down in tough games, you don't come back or you don't regroup, that's a coaching issue as well.
It is.
All of that comes into play.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about Bednar here in a second, but I remember growing up, and I might even have told you this on or off the air, but I remember growing up, and I got in a fight with an older kid. And I was in 7th grade.
Actually, he gave you a wedgie, right?
No, it was much worse than that. So I was like 12 years old. I'm in 7th grade, and there was a kid who was like 15 years old.
Yes.
And I hadn't heard his name all around the neighborhood because he was knocking kids out.
Damn.
Yeah. And he ended up, not finishing school, and he was in prison by the time I'm playing high school basketball.
Yeah.
He's in jail.
Makes sense.
But I remember coming home and got into an altercation with him, and he rocked me.
But that was your first fight, right?
No. I had gotten another fight, but I had never been like knocked out. I'd never been like sucker punched like that. I didn't realize we were about to get in a fight, but he did. And so, and that's what, my dad, he was a sailor and he was a fighter, and that's just how he grew up. And I remember him saying a couple things that stuck with me. One of them based off that incident, that if you ever think that you're going to get in a fight and you swing first.
Yes.
Because the guy who gets the first punch in the fight also gets the second punch. But something else that he said to me during that period of time, he said, if someone is bullying you, you have to punch them in the face, because even if they end up whooping your ass, even bullies don't like to get punched in the face. They'll go find someone else who won't fight back. And the Avs have been a regular season bully for years now, but when you hit them back, they conveniently don't want to fight. They conveniently do not want to fight.
And like your dad said, that's what a bully wants, right? A bully doesn't want anybody that wants to hit back.
Correct.
That wants to fight back. They're going to go somebody else that's a little weaker, that's not even going to try to punch them.
Yes. And so when you detail the history of the last 9 years of Colorado Avalanche hockey, and you go through it the way that I just itemized about 5 minutes ago, it's year after year of this.
And see, what it's showing me is they don't know how to hit back. If you continue to get down in these fights and then you never punch back, how are you going to start to punch back when you don't know how to? We're sitting here saying, well, we got Nathan McKinnon, we got Kale, we got Gabe, but you just listed all these guys that we have never came back and punched back to get back in the fight.
Right.
So why are they going to start now? Unless one of them wakes the hell up and says, you know what, enough's enough. I'm tired of getting punched. We've been the bully, but now we need to go back to the drawing board, punch back again, regroup, and try to score some damn goals in the second and third periods.
I'm going to give you the stats one more time because it's so profound and impactful. The combination of Bednar, Landy, McKinnon, and Makar, they're 0-5 in series when down 2-1. They're 0-4 when the series is tied 2-2. They're 0-7 when down 3-2, and they're 0-4 in game sevens. And so honestly, throwing a punch, like a literal punch, is not going to help you win this series. No. But it would not be my least favorite sight if Gabe Landeskog drops his gloves tonight. If Josh Manson drops his gloves tonight.
Somebody needs
first
to drop the damn
period.
gloves.
First period. Because whatever you're doing isn't working. And they're not just going to flip the whole scheme. I just don't believe that. I think sometimes we over-exaggerate what adjustments can be made, and they've made adjustments.
Yeah, you can't flip a whole scheme, Z. You are who you are.
That's right.
Identity, right? This is who the Avs been all year long, but they've been on the other side of it where they've been dominant. Now they're looking at themselves in the mirror saying, we're behind on this. What do we need to do? There's one thing that Jared Bednar said in his press conference that I did not like. When he sat there and said, we have nothing to lose. Dude, you have everything to lose. You guys had the President's Trophy. You guys won that. Everybody sat here and said, cup or bust with you. And now you're sitting here because you guys are behind saying you have nothing to lose. That right there to me is a loser's mentality saying, hey, just throw everything you got at them. You should have been doing that in the first place. You have everything to lose, man. You guys were supposed to win this. Now the Vegas Golden Knights, they had everything to lose. And now look at them. Fat as can be, smiling because they're doing things right and you guys are not.
And they don't have the same skill. They on paper are very akin to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The less skilled team, but the way tougher players. There is no analytic on moneypuck.com for heart.
No.
There is no Corsi score for determination. And you won't find it in the box score, but you know it when you see it and you feel it. And you can look at blocked shots in this series. You can just actually throw out every stat there is and just watch, and what does your eyes tell you about the temperature of this human versus human matchup? And it's severely one-sided. And you take a look at these guys that are supposed to be, lifting the heavy weight. Make no mistake, when McKinnon got hurt, they had already blown the lead. And McKinnon, 0 goals and 1 assist in the series. Marty Netchus, hey, I love you, bud, but 1 goal in the playoffs. Just 4 shots on goal in the series when it was 5-on-5. Val Nichushkin, big money guy, 1 goal in the series. 4 points in 12 playoff games. Brock Nelson, holy guacamole. This guy has 1 goal and 3 points in 12 postseason games. We know that 1 goal was an empty netter. He has 1 shot on goal playing 5-on-5 in the last 2 games. This is a guy in Brock Nelson who has 0 goals against a goaltender in 19 playoff games with Colorado at this point.
Come on.
Arturi Lehkonen, no points, just 5 shots on goal in the series. LOC, we love you. Logan O'Connor, 2 points in 12 games. Wedgwood, unequivocally the worst of the 4 goaltenders in the conference finals. So it's like you go over it. It's not on one person. This was a collective failure as it currently stands. And maybe they can come back, and maybe they'll win the series. Maybe they'll be the 5th team in NHL history to come back from down 0-3. But unfortunately, I cannot draw from enough evidence that would lead me to believe that that's what we're in store for over the next week.
If they really wanted this, they would have started out fighting. When the Vegas Golden Knights came to your house, all right, and you had to defend home ice, that's where it starts. Even without Kale, you should be able to go out there and win that game. It's not just about one person. This team is supposed to be deep. And right now, the Vegas Golden Knights, they're showing that you just need to be tough, disciplined, execute when asked to. That's exactly it. The name of the game is winning and scoring goals and playing fundamentally sound hockey. There's fundamentally sound basketball. There's fundamentally sound football. Just do your job. Do your job.
Well, I have to ask the morbid question. If they don't do their job, are we about, here in less than 2 hours, are we about to see Jared Bednar coach his last game behind the bench here in Colorado? We'll continue this conversation coming up next.
Avalanche, Golden Knights. It's the Western Conference Final, and Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is all in. 1 hour before puck drop, we're live with full pregame coverage, keys to the game, bold predictions, and the intel you need. When the final horn sounds, we're not going anywhere. Instant post-game reaction. Every hit, every goal, every save. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. On behalf of my friends at American Financing, are you living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel? If you're a homeowner, there is a way out. Everything is more expensive right now. Groceries, gas, the things you buy on a regular basis, and it all adds up. American Financing is helping people just like you every single day. They're not going to judge you. They're here to help you. Their salary-based mortgage consultants will look at your entire financial picture, not just your credit card debt. The average customer saves $800 a month, and you may even delay 2 mortgage payments. Plus, there are no upfront fees, guys, and there is never an obligation. So stop financing your past and start funding your future. Pick up the phone and call American Financing at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Hardy brings the party to Frontier Nights with Cameron Whitcomb. July 24th, Cheyenne Frontier Days, CFDrodeo.com.
Spring is here, but if you're feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. Choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center's got the highest quality testosterone, and their providers tailor it to you, so you know it's effective. Put the spring back in your step. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com to book your TRT appointment today.
If you're practicing real estate in Denver but still not getting the results you want, listen up. Agents who are winning in this market aren't guessing. They've got the right training, the right systems, and the right support. And that's exactly what you get at Weichert Realtors Professionals. Proven strategies to win more listings, technology that keeps you connected anywhere, and coaching that actually helps you close. Take your business to the next level. Call Tim Davis at Weichert Realtors Professionals at 303-302-4000. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
We're
living through a monetary crime scene and your IRA or 401k is a key victim. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. In 1971, gold was $35 an ounce. After the dollar was cut loose from it, inflation soared. And in just 9 years, gold hit $850. People who diversified into precious metals survived and thrived. Today, we're in a worse position because we face inflation and massive debt. Fortunately, gold is still an option. My trusted friends at Birch Gold Group can help you own gold inside your retirement account. Plus, you pay 0 penalties on the transfer. Start now by getting a free info kit on gold. Text the word SECURE to 989898. We're facing the same monetary chaos as the 70s with significantly more debt. Get your free info kit from Birch Gold. Just text SECURE to the number 989898.
Stoke here for ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Are you in the market for a new air conditioner? Well, hold on. You need to think about a heat pump. My team at ROX are Colorado's heat pump experts and rebate specialists. Get up to $12,000 in energy rebates and credits. These savings are incredible, but they're only available for a limited time. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Who helps keep Colorado's wildlife wild? Our people do.
Hello, my name is Patricia. I've been with Chevron for over 17 years.
Her team uses GPS to track where mule deer and pronghorn roam throughout the seasons. This data helps us take their habitats into consideration when planning our operations.
When we created our comprehensive wildlife and conservation program, it was really about what was possible.
Learn more at colorado.chevron.com.
What's up, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here. Reclaim your freedom to move, explore, and live life on your own terms. If degenerative joints are trapping you in pain, Regen RX's natural stem cell or PRP therapy sets you free, using your body's own natural ability to heal. Regain the freedom you've been missing. Get your totally free consultation today and see if it's the right move for you. Give my friends at RegenRx a call today at 303-630-9770 or visit them at regenrx.co. That's regenrx.co and let them know that Phillip Lindsay sent you.
They'll tell you marketing is complicated, that you need a dozen platforms, 100 dashboards, and a prayer. Forget that. Your customers are right here, listening to this station. Heck, you are right now. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest games. Tomorrow, they're locked into the most talked about podcasts on the planet. We put you in all of it. Radio, streaming, TV, audio, one team, clear data, real results. We've been growing businesses like yours for years. Visit DenverSports.com and click the Advertise with Us button. That's DenverSports.com. Let's get to work.
Hey, it's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, playoff basketball action continues as San Antonio takes on OKC in Game 5, starting at 6.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, we have to ask the question about Jared Bednar, as morbid as it is.
Do we have to?
And we love Bedsy.
Yeah.
It just goes without saying. I've been in knockdown dragouts when it comes to Jared Bednar. I'm thinking of some battles over the years with James Marilat.
You look like you came out on top.
During those moments, yes. In aggregate, just to be real, a lot of the stuff that James has been critical of has actually aged very well for James. Just keeping it a buck.
Yeah. I mean, James is people sometimes don't like James, but James, well, he thinks things through. Right? He's not just going to say something to say it. And I know he's going to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But he always has
evidence to back it up.
Right. He's always backing up what he's saying.
Yeah. And so, look, how real is the conversation? Real quick on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. You can also hit us up on our YouTube chat, presented by Champ Honda. Hey, Chicken Littles, if the owners didn't fire the Nuggets coach when he deserved it, what makes you think they're going to fire the Avs coach? It's not happening. One, dude, we're Chicken Littles. The Stanley Cup favorite is down 0-3, dude.
Yeah.
Like, really? I'm glad you didn't put your name on that 85-10. Appreciate you listening. But, like, we're Chicken Littles?
Come on now, 85-10.
They've been favored to win every game, and they're on the verge of getting swept. Goodness gracious.
But nothing to see here.
Some people are just so sensitive. Goodness gracious. But at the nucleus of what that texter's saying, and I do appreciate you listening and texting in, at the nucleus of what he's saying, there's some merit. That if now, it's a different situation because Adelman had been here for a year. This is the complete opposite. Jared Bednar is the longest tenured coach in the NHL this side of John Cooper. So, like the question of like, does your voice just not carry after that long? Do your words just not resonate? You know, Michael Malone, his words just ultimately didn't resonate. And the best player in the world at the time stopped letting Michael Malone coach him. And that ultimately, along with going to war with your general manager, right? Not advisable.
Please don't do that.
That was ultimately his demise. But Pat Riley used to say, don't stay longer than 10 years. After 10 years, your voice just doesn't hit the same. And Bednar's been here for 10 years. And there's been a lot of playoff shortcomings with one shining beacon in the middle of it, that 2022 Cup run. Bednar, no one's won as many games as Bednar, not even close. I think you can actually almost double the next highest win total, and it'd be like right around Bednar or not reach Bednar's total. Two things can be true at the same time. And I'm not banging the table saying fire Jared Bednar. I've never done that with any coach in Denver sports.
Will Jared Bednar get fired if they lose tonight? Specifically, if they lose tonight, they get swept.
Oh, God.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, someone will have to pay for this.
There has to be a fall guy.
There typically is. Last year, it was Ray Bennett, of all people, the power play guy. And then the power play got worse. And with that in mind, like, hey, someone's got to pay for it. This partly cost us a series, so we're going to get rid of this guy, and then it gets worse. There's no guarantee you move on from Bednar and things get better.
No.
In fact, I can't think of a single coach that's available that I would say, man, that's a definitive upgrade. Jared Bednar would have a job in about 5 minutes if he were to get let go.
But if the voice is stale, just like Michael Malone, you have to do something about it. You can't run it back and this is just if, I don't know how the locker room is with Jared Bednar, but if you have someone like Gabe, Nathan McKinnon, they're like, hey, look, we just don't listen to you anymore. You have to do something about it. That's how it goes, and anything you do, but like sports-wise, once you lose that locker room, you are no good. And so if the Colorado Avalanche get swept tonight, because that's what they're on the verge of doing, does Jared Bednar have a job with the Colorado Avalanche?
Man, I go back and forth with this. I really do. This is not No. Ultimately, no. Because I just don't think that you can sell to the fan base you're running it back and everything's going to stay the same after such a historical flameout. And that's what this would be. Make no mistake. It would be a historical flameout here in the Western Final. So I don't think you could bring him back. And it's not to say that it's Jared Bednar's fault.
Well, and I don't want it. It's not Jared Bednar's fault. I can't sit here and always tell you guys players make plays, players win games. Yes, the coaching matters, and putting players in the right positions matter, which Jared Bednar has done. But at some point, the players have to take accountability and say, we're going to be better. Defensively, Jared Bednar cannot get his old ass on some skates and stop the Vegas Golden Knights from scoring. That has to be Kale, or it has to be Taser, it has to be Manson, it has to be Malinsky. Those guys doing it right all the time. So it's not Bednar's fault. He's trying. He has switched the lines up, the pairings up. He's putting Blackwood in between the pipes tonight to add a spark. But the players have to do their part, and they're not, and they're failing Bednar. So although I don't believe Bednar should be fired, if they get swept And that's what I said. If they get swept tonight,
yeah,
Bednar will probably get fired. Now, if they find a way to go to a Game 7, I think they can talk themselves into keeping Bednar because of it being a tough matchup and coming back. But being swept, that's embarrassing, knowing that you just won the President's Trophy and you have some of the greatest skaters to skate on your team and you're getting beat by the Vegas Golden Knights.
And it's not like they're just getting beat by like bouncing pucks and pucks that have eyes and there's like puck luck involved and you're losing in overtime. They have yet to lose a game in this series by a single goal. They're losing by multiple goals every single game. When you see a team give up 5 unanswered goals, that is profound. And you mentioned Mackenzie Blackwood there a minute ago.
Yeah.
This is I think there's an analogy to be made about Bednar here, is that no one is saying that this series is Scott Wedgwood's fault. But you have to survey the landscape and say, okay, what lever can we pull to try to give us a spark and shift this? And unfortunately, Scott Wedgwood hadn't been the best version of himself. He goes to the bench and in comes Mackenzie Blackwood. If you zoom out from 20,000 feet and look at the Colorado Avalanche, they don't have any more assets. They have gone all in for this era of Avs hockey. Brock Nelson isn't going anywhere. Val's not going anywhere. Nate, McCarr, Gabe, these guys aren't going anywhere, okay? So you say, what lever can we pull? On the macro, the micro is Wedgie to the bench. The macro is, what lever can you pull? It's probably Jared Bednar. And it sucks because I believe with Bednar, the same thing should be true with Michael Malone. These are arguably the greatest coaches you've ever had. Their jersey should be retired at a certain point in time. Right? If Doug Moe's up there.
Oh, hands down.
Like, and no disrespect to anyone, but like Michael Malone, all-time winningest coach, champion. Jared Bednar, all-time winningest coach, champion. So those guys should be immortalized forevermore. But if the Broncos could move on from Mike Shanahan, the greatest coach in the history of this town, then you could move on from a Jared Bednar after yet another postseason collapse.
Man, and I love me some Betsy, man.
Same. We all love him.
Yeah, that's true. Great dude. Players failed him. That's all I can think of right now. It's like everybody needed to be better. And you know what, Z? They still have a chance tonight. They do. I just don't feel like they're going to get it done. I don't feel like they have it in them. They've been punched in their mouth for 3 times, and 3 times they just sat there and took it. Got taken to Pound Town, even when they were winning. Even when they were winning in the fight. Found a way to lose the game, lose that fight. How do you do that?
They haven't played 2 good periods within any one game yet. It sucks. It's disheartening. I mean, truly, there was a bit of sports heartbreak that was happening on Sunday night watching that happen. And I have said, no joke, out loud to my wife or inside my own head in so many times since Friday night and then definitely since Sunday night saying, I can't believe the Avs are in this position. I cannot believe this. But they are. Seeing is believing. And legitimately, I do not know who I'm picking for this game tonight. But I'm going to have to figure it out here in the break because predictions are coming up next.
It's the ultimate showdown for a great cause.
Setting up the ultimate gold medal showdown.
On June 11th, Brandon Stokely goes head-to-head with Zach By in 100 Holes for Kids. 100 holes of golf. It's a one-day event all to raise money for Recruiting Classroom, whose mission it is to help kids play sports. Who will raise the most? That's where you come in. Pick your player, make your donation, and help kids win. To support Brandon Stokely, head to StokelyCares.com. To support Zach By, head to ZachCares.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here. Remember your early 20s? I'm talking to the fellas out there. Remember you could stay up late, wake up early, hit the gym, work all day, and you still had energy left for extracurricular activities? Now you stand up too fast and you might need a recovery period. But here's the thing. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel older, all right? Low testosterone sneaks up on you. You lose 2 to 3% of that testosterone every year starting in your 30s, and before you know it, you're tired, foggy, gaining weight, your sex drive is on vacation. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can help, guys. Their advanced medical strategies, TRT, peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and more, they help you get stronger in the gym, sharper at work, better in the bedroom, and more confident everywhere in your life. The first visit is just $99. That includes a medical consult, plus a T and PSA test. And if you start treatment that day, your visit's free. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you, and they've treated tens of thousands of men just like you. So visit them at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's that time of year. Time to get your lawn in great shape for the season. And when it comes to healthier, greener grass, I know of no 2 better products than Rich Lawn Turf Food and Revive Ready Spray. Rich Lawn Turf Food is premium organic-based fertilizer that builds stronger soil and keeps your lawn lush and green longer. And you'll find Rich Lawn Turf Food along with Easy Green Grass Seed, Iron Rich for yellow lawns, and Go Rich organic-based garden fertilizer at the Home Depot or your local garden center. Then give your lawn a boost with Revive, the fast-acting organic-based lawn treatment that helps create thicker, greener grass with deeper watering and deeper roots. Say goodbye to the backyard blues, guys. With Rich Lawn and Revive, your yard will be ready in no time. Find it at Home Depot or your local gardening center.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
This is Terry Wickstrom. I want to tell you about a financial product I personally really believe in. A home equity conversion mortgage from Mad River Mortgage, your reverse mortgage specialist. The HECM program's only requirements are to live in the home, do basic upkeep, pay property tax and homeowner's insurance. No monthly mortgage payment is required. For more information, contact my friend Mike Rabin at 303-396-2804 or go to madrivermortgage.com. NMLS 1504779.
So what makes Champ Honda different? It's simple. One price, one person, 1 hour, meaning clear, upfront, and fair pricing. There are no games, no guesswork, and you work with a single client advisor from start to finish. No runaround, there's no back and forth, and 1 hour so you can spend less time at the dealership and more time doing what you love. Plus, at Champ Honda, they never charge dealer handling fees. None. It's a better way to buy a car, and once you experience it, you'll wonder why every dealership doesn't do it this way.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KRS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Final segment here on a Tuesday. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Man.
It's almost about that time. Game time, baby.
Oh. It's fun. I was telling Drew here in one of our recent commercial breaks, it's 3-1.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the chances that the Avs come back and win this series is like 1%. Like, literally 1%. Like, statistically and historically, about 1%. If you want to say 2%, cool. You can't get me to 3%. But I'm still nervous. I'm still finding myself nervous. And, do the Avs, nothing can probably save them. But something that we've been talking about here in the commercial breaks is in 2004, when the Red Sox were down 3-0 to the New York Yankees in the ALCS, right? And you have all the history and everything against Boston. There was a guy named Kevin Millar who said ahead of Game 4, he said it to a writer from the Boston Globe, I think it was, and then he started telling his teammates, don't let us win tonight. Don't let us win tonight. Because we know Pedro's coming back and this thing is going to flip. Just whatever you do, don't let us win Game 4. And that is famous in baseball circles and certainly in Boston. I mean, if you just said, you could probably, like, there's some things that just in individual markets are just everyone gets it.
Yeah.
So like I'll be driving in Buffalo and I'll see a bumper sticker that says no goal. And that goes back to the 99 Stanley Cup and Brett Hull's foot is in the crease and it should have been no goal. And it's a scarred market and everyone knows. But if I drove around with that here, no one would understand it, right? If you went around Boston and said, don't let us win this one, some version of that, people would know what you're talking about. And I wonder if the Asman, the dauber is down, the spirit is down, the confidence is down. Do they need a voice to come out and say, hey, don't let us win this one? Whose voice would that be? I don't know, probably Gabe. But
somebody has to instill some faith in that locker room, right? Like it doesn't matter what we believe, but it's those guys on the ice.
Right.
Do they believe?
Do they believe? Do they authentically believe?
Can they look at each other to the left and right and say, hey, man, I got your back. I got you. That's all it takes, Z. That's why we love playing sports, especially a team sport, because it's not just about you. It's about everybody doing their part, and you to look at the guy next to you and say, man, I got your damn back.
Right.
Right? Like for us in this show, I know you're going to bring it every day, and hopefully you know that I'm going to be prepared and bring it as well. So it makes it easier for us to do the show. That's the exact same thing that happens in the locker rooms. Everybody has to do their part. And like I said earlier, do your job. You don't got to be Superman, but play defense. Netches, score. Nate, score. It's simple. I know it's hard, but it's simple. Do what you guys get paid to do and love to do, and everything's going to be just okay. So hopefully they do have Gabe in the locker room and say, don't let us win this game. Because if they do, maybe then that spark starts to
Well, I'll say this.
Go.
If
I had to finish my damn sentence.
Nathan McKinnon has 0 goals in the series.
Yeah.
Marty Netches has 0 goals in the series. Brock Nelson has 0 goals in the series. Those are 3 of your highest paid players. Kale doesn't have a goal in the series, right? Yeah. The stars need to shine. The stars need to shine. And it's got, probably some combination of those guys that I mentioned, and then mix in someone like Arturi Lehkonen, who has no points and just 5 shots on goal in this series. Logan O'Connor. I mean, you think, like, between LOC and Lecky, like, those guys have been nails through the years. And somehow LOC has 2 points in 12 playoff games. Brock Nelson doesn't have a goal against a goaltender in 19 playoff games with the Avs. This is a big money guy. This is your second-line center. Guys need to step up. And I'm probably a fool.
Why do fools fall in love, Z?
Oh, well, I'm going to bet the game, and they also say fools and their money soon go separate ways. And something tells me well, not enough tells me in terms of drawing from substance, but can the Avs win a game and just sort of reset some of the texture of these conversations that we've been having for 4 hours?
What's your heart telling you, Z? What's your heart telling you?
My heart is telling me that the Avs find a way to win. My head is telling me that the series is over. And just believe my eyes and just remove the emotion from it. And the Avs have been horrible in this series. They've played 3 good periods in 3 total games. The Stars have been a no-show. The goaltender has been lackluster. You're changing tonight, and the depth has been non-existent. And that's why you're getting doubled up in this series. If you combine all the scores, it's 12-6. It's not close. It's not close. But somehow, some way, I'll say Brock Nelson scores a goal tonight. Yes.
All right.
I'll say Brock Nelson scores a goal. And I'll also say from a depth perspective, Logan O'Connor figures out a way to score a goal. And the Avs figure out a way to steal a game. When Vegas, everything is pointing towards Vegas, I'll zig when everything says zag.
Yeah.
And I'll go Avs win 4-2.
Oh, Zach, man. It's been a long one for us today. Going back and forth, I feel like it's been hard. We want to talk good about the Avs, and the Avs haven't really given us anything good to talk about. And as a former player, I always had to have faith. And I was always on good teams. But I always had to believe that we were going to do something. Even when everybody else said we weren't going to do something, I said, we got to do something out there. Because I have to protect my family. And how do I do that? I got to go out there and score, do my part to win this game. Although I believe that this series is over, Z, you talked me into this one.
Oh, my God.
You talked me into this one. The Colorado Avalanche, in my heart, they win tonight.
Oh, my God.
All right,
I talked you into it.
It's Netches.
I said my head says it's over.
Nathan McKinnon. But your heart, it's all about the heart. Your heart says the Avs are going to win. And my heart says the Avs are going to win tonight.
God
the Stars
almighty.
are going to shine. You're going to get a goal from Lecky. You're going to get a goal from Natchez. And, of course, Nathan McKinnon. Although he's hurting, he finds a way to put the puck in the back of the net. The Avs win. The Avs win 3-1.
Oh, my gosh. Let's, Dante, destroy this audio if the Avs get rolled tonight. Just destroy it. Just destroy it.
Please do.
Oh, my gosh. This may be the last game of the season. This may be Jared Bednar's last game as coach of the Avs. But I'll tell you this. Whatever happens tonight, we're going to get through it together tomorrow starting at 2 o'clock. It's Denver Sports Tonight coming up next.
The season's hanging by a thread. The Avalanche blew a 3-0 lead in Vegas, dropped Game 3 in heartbreaking fashion, and now trailed the series 3-0. To make matters worse, Nathan McKinnon left with an injury, leaving Colorado searching for answers and facing elimination. Can the Avs pull off the impossible, or is this the beginning of the end? Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
What's going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here, and I know there's at least 50 of you listening to me right now who are thinking about popping that question here soon. And if that's the case, then we all know you need a diamond. So let me save you some time and money by telling you something as simple as this. Whether you're starting your next chapter with your perfect diamond engagement ring, or celebrating a new milestone, or finally just doing something special for yourself, this is where it's all going to begin for you at Williams Jewelers. Imagine the finest jewelry legends all in one store together, making you feel just like family, and their service is going to reflect that. So come shop the finest loose diamonds in Denver. They have every size, shape, and price range you can imagine, and the largest selection of engagement ring settings I've ever set eyes on. Not only are they going to share the secret to the business with you, but they are going to give you the best price in Colorado, guaranteed. So why wouldn't you want to create moments and memories for yourself and, of course, the ones you love by going to Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver's first family of fine jewelers, located in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue, and also in Inglewood, at Broadway, and Bellevue. And don't forget to mention my name, Phillip Lindsay, when you step through one of those doors.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife, Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday.